Hello, one. Hello, all. Welcome to this. I don't know if this is a series or a one-off or what, but Dino had this planned um, a couple of days ago, and the time I don't remember what the time was, but I have this book, 1001 Movies You Must See Before You Die. They make a new one of these every year. Luke over at Razor Wire Reviews has an ongoing series where him and his fiance cover it on a pretty steady basis. I think he's done like over 200 episodes of these 1001 movies. And Dino, normally I think the
Yes.
how we joined this. Oh, first of all, say hello, Dino. I'm sorry.
Oh, hello. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I am excellent.
That's good. Balls. Everybody says balls in the
Balls,
chat.
balls.
Now that we're all caught up.
Hey, Felix, what's up? Yeah,
That's right.
there's many movies we must see before we die.
Well, so I was gonna say how like we never really are on the same page when it comes to like horror and stuff because I've seen recent stuff and you're more of an old school guy.
Yeah.
And this will probably meet us in the middle where there's a bunch of stuff listed here. We'll start with horror. I don't know if we'll get any further or what, but there's stuff that you're probably going to recognize, stuff that I haven't seen, and then when we get later, it'll be the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
But let's call out. I don't know if Stephen J. Schneider is the guy who puts this list together.
Stephen J. Snyder.
Yeah, he's the general editor, and the preface is Jason Solomon's.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Listen, anybody who sits through this amount of movies and says, "Here, you watch these because I said so." So yeah,
He's been married and divorced about 10 times, so that's all you need to know.
Yeah, because all he does is watch movies all day.
Yeah. Get off my damn ass. No.
Yeah, they renew this every year. I have one with Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones on the cover. I think the one they just put out last year was with Mahershala Ali. Is that how you pronounce his name? From from Moonlight and just recently Green Book.
Yep.
But the cover of the last year's edition was him from Moonlight.
Testicles.
So we'll go through the list and we'll see how far we get. And then, Dino, if I get to something and you didn't hear a movie that you feel should be listed, then by all means,
Oh yeah, definitely.
say
Yeah,
where
yeah.
the fuck is blank.
Well, where the hell are you gonna start at?
So I'll go straight to horror.
Real mature
And
CP says.
yeah,
Jake in
Paul.
the chat.
Paul, did you say real? And Cody says testicles. Why wait? Yeah, see that the chat's joining in on the balls train.
Balls.
Balls. Hopefully, there's a
Hairy
movie
balls, smooth balls, rough balls like chicken skin.
lavender labia. That's it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Felix.
So I'll start with horror because your channel name is the Late Horror Show. I can't get away from the genre because I just can't.
Right, you keep trying and they keep pulling you back in, which is a movie.
Cody says Sleepaway Camp 1001. Actually, that just got bumped out, Cody. It's 1002. Actually, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna see if that is on this list.
Oh my god.
No, it's not. Thank God. It's not. Everybody calm down.
Could it possibly be? Yeah, no.
It's not. All right, so in the back here, what is this called in books? Can you tell how much I read? Where they have the
appendix?
The appendix, the glossary?
Your spleen? Yeah, glossary.
It's one of those. Can you tell how much I read? Number 1000, Friday the 13th, 2009.
Oh, jeez.
Paul, I said both. I said balls and Paul.
Believe it or not, I mean, there's enough good films to make the 1001 movie list. So
yeah, I don't want to spoil
that, but
so there's a movie here that I have covered on my channel. Luke has done it.
Sallow? Oh, what?
It is Sallow, Dino.
No.
And it has 2 pages. It's covered on 2 pages. Hold on, let me find it. 600.
Hey, Anto, what's up?
What's up, Anto?
Ben.
Yeah, there should be a lot of Tarantino here. So,
hell yeah. I mean,
again, top. Here it is. Sallow, 2 pages.
What number is it?
No, it's not a countdown. It's just a list of.
Okay.
Look at that. Can I get? Am I gonna get
No,
taken
you're
off
fine,
YouTube
you're
for putting
fine.
this
No,
up?
no, 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 no.
I think I'm fucked. Ben Grimm, Solo's on here, so that
Wow.
joke doesn't work here.
Troll 2.
Man, see. All right, so
Troll 1. Yeah.
I'm going at the back here. Is it listed by number? I think these are
it's so funny.
page number.
My 1001 movies would be like, Street
Oh,
Trash and Frankenhooker and Chud.
Yeah, I'd have Jason Lives in there.
Basket Case would be at 10, so.
No Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street?
Hey, James Hester, what's up? There's no Nightmare on
Elm Street is there.
Okay.
The big three are covered, just not Friday the 13th, Halloween. All right, so we're sticking to horror. Okay. And it's alphabetical order here in the appendix spleen. Insert other name here, and the first by alphabetical order is Alien, 1979's Ridley Scott Alien. Dino, is that a movie that you must see before you die? Yeah, well, why don't we stay focused on horror?
In the movie realm, in cinema, yes, without a doubt. I mean, it was groundbreaking. It's still stands up to this day. I mean, Are you laughing because you think I'm joking?
I'm laughing. No, I'm laughing because Cody just said, "Oh shit, did Brian write that book?" Because Friday the 13th isn't on this list.
Got you. Friday the 13th is not on there, huh? It's not representing.
It's not good. It's not good. I wonder if Peeping Tom is on here.
Peeping Tom.
It is. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm cheating. All right. So Alien, you said in film, but I mean, even if you weren't big of a movie guy, you'd kind of need to see Alien, right? Like that's even if you're not a movie fan.
I mean, it's just historically, I mean, it's a very significant film. I mean, and then you got Sigourney Weaver there half naked, in that stance.
For like
I know that has
20 seconds at the end there where it's just like, hey, here's her in her underwear because fuck it, she's sweating. We need to. I mean, the movie, it's essentially a movie about sex. Like that movie is so laced with undertones for sex, sexuality, rape. Fuck, everything looks like dicks and vaginas in that movie. Like it's just a giant movie about
Geiger. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the art alone and that character, the aliens. No. I mean, it's just iconic. It's something that's always going to be there, and like I said, it stands up over the test of time, and it's one you should probably watch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree. And can you guys hear me all right in the chat? Because this mic, it's goofing up on me tonight. Just saying.
All right, so next, again, alphabetical order, Aliens. Aliens, although I'd argue it's an action movie, but,
Yeah, I mean...
Uh-oh.
What?
Do you not think it is a movie that you must see before you die?
Well, if you go with number one, I mean... Number 2's just as good, if not a little bit better. In some circles, it's a little bit better. So I guess 1001 movies, throw it in there. I mean, a little bit more of an action movie.
Anto is saying not trying to be a dick, but speak up.
Okay, so you guys can't hear me that well. I don't want to hold this microphone up to me like this. Oh, hello, people.
For a lot of subscribers. Is that English? I don't know what that means.
Speak up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, my microphone. Hopefully you can hear me.
Maybe you should speak like this for the remainder of the episode and just
Here I am.
ASMR it for the...
I'll hold it like this to my mouth. Can you guys hear me better now? There you go.
Got a lot, sorry. Damn you for got a lot of subscribers. Oh.
Well,
been around for a while.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know. Could be more.
Offhanded compliment.
Yeah. Cody came and passed me by. He's like sevenfold ahead of both of us now. So there was a time where I had more than Cody, and
yeah,
I don't know if he did a
pat on the back, but yeah.
It was backhanded. Tatermeister Avatar is on the list, and The Godfather is absolutely on this list.
100%, yes.
I think if it was 20 movies before you die, I think Godfather would be on it.
And Avatar, just because of the scope of the movie and
what Cameron, it did for cinema too. Like if you remember, however you are, what side of the fence you sit, it did things for 3D where we're still having 3D movies come out. Like it, granted, the fad is kind of past, but like it really rejuvenated how we watch 3D movies. I mean, 3D was big in the 50s and 60s. With the red and blue, and then it got a slight resurgence in the 80s with the red and the blue, and then finally they figured out, hey, we could do this without the dumb colors.
Right.
So
and the stupid red and blue glasses. Yeah.
Nicholas says, I bet Scream will be on the list.
Scream should be on there.
Yeah, that's S. We're on A's.
God damn it.
Got the book with The Shining on the cover. Yeah, I don't know if it's older or newer than this one, but this is Black Swan. All right, so Aliens, yeah. I wouldn't call it, for horror. Next, alphabetical order, American Werewolf in London.
Oh, yes. I mean, come on. Yeah, who doesn't like that movie? That's an awesome movie, man, and groundbreaking with its werewolf transformation scene and.
Oh yeah,
its effects, just makeup effects and everything. Yeah, I mean, we're sticking to horror right now, but everything about that movie was great. I mean, geez, don't you think, CP?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I only saw it for the first time a couple of years ago, and maybe that's why it doesn't resonate with me. But I'm trying to think if I would say that's something you must see before you die, like the whole movie. I don't know if I would say that. The effects and the transformation scene, absolutely, but that's isolated. That's a small scene. I don't know if the movie is like holy shit. Like let's just say you were given the option. You only over the course of your life, you can only watch 1,001 movies. Do you put American Werewolf in London in there?
Well, because I'm a horror fan. See, we're somewhat. You said stick to horror, right? At least for first here. As a horror fan, yes, I really do think so. Really? And I enjoy it probably a little bit more than you. Since you only seen it a couple years ago, and it doesn't resonate as much with you.
Right.
But no, from beginning to end, the way the story lays itself out, I mean, it's up there. It may be a top 10 for me in horror films, to tell you the truth. So yeah.
There's a huge debate going on in the chat about The Godfather, and poor Felix is getting rained on for his distaste in the film.
Oh, Felix, not a lover of the gangster movies, huh?
Yeah. Rocky for sure. John Costin. Yeah, Rocky's here. There's no way it's not. We're only doing horror right now, unless somebody considers Rocky a horror movie. I don't think that'll happen in this thing. CP prefers American Werewolf in Paris. Ugh.
No, don't say
no, I won't say that.
No.
Good werewolf movies are few and far between. That's, you know what? If you want to say, give me one werewolf movie to watch, I'll give you that. I'll say, you know what?
Yeah, I mean, I'm big on the Universals, but oh my God, is this going to be sacrilege if I say American Werewolf in London before The Wolfman?
Yeah. I mean, no, it's not. But I mean, it's. I mean, people are supposed to say Citizen Kane above everything else, but like Citizen Kane did things, but people have done so much more with the advances that Citizen Kane did, and I would rather watch Dog Day Afternoon than Citizen Kane. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean anything. I'm supposed to be a film buff, and I just saw American Werewolf in London. Yeah, there's still some movies that I just like. Reds. I keep trying to watch that and can't. There's a bunch of movies that people are like, and that's why I have this book. Things that I know I'm supposed to watch and just haven't gotten around to. And wait till we get to the S in case you're joining us late, because I crossed one off the list that I didn't think would be in this book.
That's why I haven't hit too many new films because I'm still going through the library of great films from the past. So, I hear you.
Audition is next, alphabetically speaking. Have you seen Audition? Do you know? Now we're back.
I have not seen this.
That's a late 90s movie from Japan. John Kyle, thank you. $5 in the super chat. Number 1, The Howling. Number 2, American Werewolf in London. And number 3, Silver Bullet.
Wow.
Really?
Okay. Well, John Kyle, let me ask you where the original The Werewolf or The Wolfman stands in your list of werewolf films. I'd be curious. Throw that out there for me.
And Anto, American Werewolf in London was the first horror comedy that did it right. I agree with that. Audition is fucked up. That is accurate. Poor bastard. I have to approve it because it said fuck.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
But yeah, no. Audition is, you want to talk about like modern fucked Japanese horror. It's up there. I mean, for as messed up as the story about me only. John Kyle Stanton says number 4. Did you see that, Dino?
Okay, number 4. Cool.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. What's up, Daniel? Japanese horror, especially in the 90s, is just fucking out there.
Messed up, yeah.
Yeah, Audition is, perhaps torture porn before it was a big deal. I don't like if you're asking me to get Japanese horror, it might be top 3. Like you must see this, but I don't know if it's like Battle Royale. Is big up there for me.
That's what hit me first was Battle Royale, but
and it's not, I'm looking ahead. It's only 2 spots ahead, and it's not here. Battle Royale is not.
Really?
Maybe it's not horror as far as they're concerned. I would put Battle Royale above Audition. That's just me.
Okay. Well, me not seeing Audition, so yeah, I would not know on that one, but yeah.
And here we go again, alphabetically speaking. Here's one I have not seen: The Bird with the Crystal Plumage.
Oh, Dario Argento. Boy, let me ask you: is Suspiria's got to be in that list?
We keep cheating, Dino.
I know. I would say if Suspiria's on there, you can take The Bird with the Crystal Plumage off. That's just me.
Really?
But
yeah.
I mean, nothing beats Suspiria. And if you go and watch the other ones, which are all good, like The Bird with the Crystal Plumage is a great movie. Deep Red's another great movie. Operas starts
Tenebrae, like you're listing them all now.
Well, but I'm saying, after Suspiria, those things don't compare in my eyes. But that's just me,
I'm smart and fun, but my YouTube channel is hard to find. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming here through the dark of the woods. I don't know how to fix that.
Who said that?
Dusty of the Dead.
Oh, hello, Dusty of the Dead.
Yeah, I'm not smart. I might be fun, but I'm not smart.
Nah, CP's a bag of bricks, really.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would be. Marshmallows, maybe? I don't know. Okay, next movie.
So next, I think we would. You know what? Maybe not. Next, again, alphabetically speaking, we're going in alphabetical order, not any. Actually, this book isn't listed by 1,000 to number 1. It's not listed like that. It goes by year, and now we're just going by alphabet. Next is The Birds.
Oh.
What does that laugh mean? Do you disagree?
No, I agree 100%. Alfred Hitchcock. Again, a really, really good movie, and the twist there with animals in particular. I mean, yeah, I agree. I really do. I enjoyed the movie. I think it should be on the list, and not sure what more to say. Yeah.
I have the Hitchcock box set, which I think it's like either 10, 12, 15 movies in it. And granted, we're only in horror. I could probably name 5 Hitchcocks before I pick The Birds.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But at the same time,
Strangers on the Train.
Maybe they all need to be.
But yeah.
Yeah, like you could only watch 1,001 movies. Like over the course of your life, you only have 1,001 to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Is Birds in there? And
well, see, now I'm thinking though. Again, are the other ones also listed? Like, is Rear Window listed? Because if there's an Alfred Hitchcock movie, I would watch and put it in.
Is that technically horror though?
No. If we're just going horror, let's skip that. But horror wise,
Mystery maybe. Yeah, Rear Window's in there. 2 pages. Vertigo is the best Hitchcock. I agree. Why is that? Why did that get flagged?
What the hell?
Birdemic is better.
Birdemic.
Oh yeah, we might get to that. Hold on.
Birdemic.
Have you not seen that, Dino?
I have not. What year is that?
It's infamously awful.
Okay. Got it. Newer film though, or an older film?
Within the last 10, 15 years.
Okay.
Dino, I'll tell you right now, if I told you to go film a bird horror movie now,
yeah,
with whatever you have in your lap, you could probably do a better job.
Wow.
It's like
infamously
bad. Hey Dusty, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Is late at heart. Oh, Dino, put your just say something in the chat so they know where to. Oh wait, it should be down below.
Okay.
It's Dino's channel. We didn't put names under our heads. You see, if you're on this channel enough, I just assume that people know who the fuck they're talking to. So that's the channel there. He's got the little blue wrench next to his name.
Who asked that?
Dusty the Dead.
Oh, okay, cool.
The person who said I was hard to find, that I'm smart and fun.
And a bag of bricks. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm neither, but thank you.
But I can't argue with the birds. So yeah, on to the next. Yeah, whatever.
Like I said, without delving into the other categories, I'm thinking there's at least 5 other Hitchcocks that I put up there, but that's not saying that I wouldn't have the bird on the list. I would just put like Rear Window, Vertigo, Psycho above all that shit. Which, by the way, I have not seen M for Murder because that's not in that fucking box set.
Really? They left that out? What the hell?
Yeah, it's a strange box set. Like every, I don't think
CP's
Rebecca's
up there, and I'm down below.
Yeah, I'm the one with the mouth. The background picture. A good Hitchcock night kit. What? Which is the one from Throw Mama from the Train that seems like a kid Hitchcock movie? Yes, that is Strangers on a Train. That's a
yes.
That is homaged, ripped off. I don't know how else to put it.
More of a mystery thriller. Wouldn't consider it horror, but yeah, definitely up there as one of his better films. I love that movie.
Dusty, my name is CP. Thank you for calling me Willie. It's appreciated. Next, alphabetical order, Black Cat. Oh, James with the knowledge. Dial M for Murder is Warner, not Universal. And you know what? You're dead right. That is a Universal box set. That explains it. Thank you. Black Cat.
Oh.
I have not seen that, Dino.
Oh, CP.
Black and white?
Yeah, black and white. 30s. Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi, and the set, the scenery, it's very Art Nouveau kind of. No, Black Cat, awesome movie, and definitely should be in the 1001 horror movies. Yeah. No, I agree 100%. I love that film and would recommend it to anybody who is introduced to black and white.
I just asked that in the chat you say Hitch and not Hitchcock, because for some stupid reason when you say Hitchcock it's getting flagged. It's not me.
Really?
It's coming up. If somebody says Hitchcock, it comes up as flagged, and we have to approve it. CP, did I really get called up on Michael Rappaport? No, I didn't get called out. It was all for show. It was all a simulated thing.
Yeah.
Yes, he's quite funny.
Go way back.
Boris and Bella together. Yes, Brian. That was I got to get on
Brian.
that.
Yeah.
Black Sunday.
Have not seen that movie.
All right. I'm not familiar with it. 382. That means it's during the age of color.
Black Sunday. Shit. Nope, only the remake with Vince Vaughn and the show.
Oh, it has a couple of titles. It's what country are you from? Italy.
I'm from England.
It's a Bava movie.
Oh.
Revenge of the Vampire / Black Sunday.
Revenge
from
of the Vampire.
From 1960. It's on this page here.
Ah, okay. I have not seen it though, but yeah, I know the film. Couldn't tell you if it's worth being on the list, but they put it in there.
Yeah. Hitch star works too. It's fine.
Nicholas, that'll work.
That's
funny.
Friend on YouTube loves Black Sunday, probably his favorite film. Yeah, there's a reason I own this book, and I probably have only seen maybe 20% of the movies in here.
Wow, that's got to go on my list then to see.
Blair Witch Project.
Oh fudge. Oh shit. The movie don't stand up worth hell and high. I don't know. I know it was different and groundbreaking at the time, if you want to call it that. The shaky cam really got a little people sick, so there's nausea that comes with putting that on your list. I'm just saying. But you know what? No, I disagree. I'm sorry. I'm taking the high road on this one. I
agree. Remind me about Anto's question, but I'll agree with you. I cheated and looked ahead. It's revolutionary for like being a first of its kind movie where, the found footage thing. And then I thought about it. Cannibal Holocaust did it first.
True.
Yeah. Blair Witch Project, is it something you must see before you die? Like if you were only allowed 1,001 movies over the course of your life, I wouldn't put it in there.
Did you say Cannibal Holocaust?
No, Blair Witch, I would not put it in there. But if you want to talk about groundbreaking it, and you must see it for, like, the only reason I would say people need to see Blair Witch at this point, because it's officially been, 20 years now, is because of the way it kind of kicked off the subgenre.
Right, paved the way for upcoming movies, and still don't get it though. But Anto, the gloves. Yeah,
there appears to be a consensus in the chat that I
agree.
Blair Witch is it's important, not must.
Right.
Yeah, no way Blair Witch was snoozing. Yeah, it's there are movies that are important for certain reasons that you kind of have to watch just because, like Godfather, like. I know people that aren't that into it. Raiders AK being one of them, but it's like one of those movies that
no.
You kind of have to see it just to know.
Felix, if you're there though, I mean, come on, Goodfellas at least. I mean, come on. I'd be curious, but anyway.
And to explain Anto, there was a period where I was. This is going back over 10 years ago now.
There was a period.
I was trying to get noticed. Like there was this gag I was doing for a couple of months when I was doing stand-up. And I would wear these Mickey Mouse gloves, and I would never refer to them. And I don't remember how it started, but somebody said, you know what, you should do something that has people remember you, because I was doing these showcases where it was like, 30 comics in a night, and you're not going to remember people's names or anything, but what I wanted to do was stick out in some way, where like my thing was going to be I was the guy with the Mickey Mouse gloves, and I aborted the idea after a couple of months. But like my thought process was, sure, they may not remember my name, but they'll remember, oh, what's the guy with the gloves? And then in today's day and age, if I did it now, my Twitter handle would be the guy with the gloves or something like that. This is pre-Twitter. So I had this idea to just stick with people's memory that I was the asshole with the Mickey Mouse gloves, and I never referenced them whatsoever. So it was just a dumb gag that I did for a couple of months, nowhere long. And it's just it's a nice little time capsule, that video of me with those dumb gloves.
Yeah.
Damien Walker says, I'd say analyze the marketing. Yeah, the marketing was really good. That was revolutionary. Second stream tonight. What am I doing with my life? What are we doing? We're the one streaming. Godfather all-time favorite.
Uh, uh,
Part two. Gangster movies are your favorite. Oh, so 1, 2, and 3 are your favorite movies of all time. Godfather 1, Godfather 2, and Goodfellas are your 3 favorite of all time. That's impressive.
all three good movies. I can't argue, but
Yeah.
you
So
know.
so we agree that Blair Witch, it's important, but as far as the film is concerned, it's not must.
Nah, nah.
I
We
mean,
we
shit.
agree.
Yeah, there's 15-year-olds now that I don't think they need to see that.
There's no debate here, CP.
All right. All
You
right.
know?
Defend this.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming soon. Coming soon. Um wait. Bride of Frankenstein. Dino, thoughts?
Oh. You know what my thoughts are. I mean,
Yes.
that
Stamp it.
100% it
Mhm.
should be on that list. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know what to say about it. The Universal monster movies, I mean, they'll go on forever. They're classics. They're what began that era of monster movies. And, as much as people hate on the original Dracula and how it, you know, is very slow paced, and these are groundbreaking movies, and it was start of the Dracula and the Bram Stoker movies and stuff like that. And Bride of Frankenstein's a much more beautiful movie. I'll put it like that.
Mhm.
Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, even the Wolfman. I mean, Dracula, I would put down there, but I put them all very close together. I do agree with that. It should be on the list, and everything about that movie I love. You haven't seen it yet, I don't think, CP.
Bride of Frankenstein, no. But I did. I mean, again, I do watch movies. Like I have that box set. I think it's 30
Yeah.
movies from the Universal era, which I had a box set that had 8 and never finished it because I left it in Denmark.
Hmm.
But I have plans on watching it. I don't know when, but I know I'm supposed to see it. But someday soon.
Yes, you need to watch it. It's
Hmm.
it's one of 101,001 movies
100,000? That's a lot.
before
Shit.
you. Yeah.
So you would definitely put it in your list.
Yeah, it would be on my list. Yeah.
Okay. Um, The Butcher,
The Butcher.
513.
This I haven't seen. Have not seen The Butcher.
I'm wondering if it's a non-American movie.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
This looks like it's a 60s.
60s sounds about right.
Yeah, 513.
I can see The Butcher.
Yeah, it's Français. They're French.
Oui. Ooh. Voulez-vous avec
There's a picture.
Gucci? Oh yeah, okay.
1969. Oh no, that picture is from Andre Rebel. Y'all fucking from Russia. Yeah, so French, directed by Claude. Fucking hell. Chabrol.
CP, we
This
can
is
do
how
a
I
quick
spell my love.
drive-by of The Butcher.
Yeah,
It's a French horror film from 1966, you said?
969.
69, okay. And we don't agree it should be on the list because we've never heard of it.
Yeah, no, fuck that movie.
Next, yeah, I mean, flush it
If
down
we
the
were in
toilet.
France, maybe.
Yeah, they all smoke and drink coffee. Come on.
Man, even with these fucking cheater glasses, I still can't fucking see.
God damn it.
Oh. Did I say The Butcher? Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Silent era film.
Silent era. Shit.
One of the first. Great set design. Mood. Yeah, it's going to be up there.
You know what? What did I see? The last time I saw a silent film, it was Metropolis, and it was for the first time.
Yeah.
Something I give credit to silent films is they're not focusing on, they can't lean on dialogue, so they have to tell you the story with the pictures and the
Right.
mise en scène, which is French for put in scene.
Look at
So
you.
they teach that in school. It's they have to show you more and be more captivating with the images on screen. So I can't really get into silent films too much, but like when they work, I can recognize that, like, oh yeah, this is kind of fucking special here.
Oh yeah, and the good ones, those are the ones that captivate you because of the mood that it puts you in. I would say any black and white, especially horror, you need to be in. I mean, great big TV, black room, all the lights are off, and just enjoy the hell out of it. And
silent film video.
What's that?
I'm sorry. Dusty of the Dead saying CP do a silent film video.
Well, hey, there's ones out there you should see, but
I did
this is one of them.
In my marathon from 2 years ago. I did a little snippet where I had fun with the silent category. Hello, Brooke.
Hey, Brooke, what's going on?
Hey guys, you got to check out Miami Connection if you haven't seen it yet. 80s Gold, Taekwondo rock band taking on cocaine dealing biker ninjas.
Whoa.
What? That sounds right up Dino's alley at the very least.
Sounds good. I'm writing it down. I'll check it out.
Damien says Caligari needs to be on the list, but good luck getting kids. Shit. Good luck getting kids watching this outside of film class. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's one thing that I've really realized here. There's more of the younger generation gravitating to these older movies than you think.
Because modern movies suck. That's why.
Right.
And, not all of them, but
and the funny thing is, there's a gradual pace as you grow older, like your 20s to your 30s, and you appreciate cinema and the art of filmmaking. You know, where you do turn back and you start appreciating where a lot of this stuff came from. You know, and that's what happened with me. And now I'm stuck. You know, and I'm not watching any of the. I watch the new stuff. I'm not going to say that. It's just. There's so much backlog of horror movies and movies in particular that, damn, man, you spend the rest of your life and watch 10 movies a day if you can, and it's just never going to catch up.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, we're only focusing on what this book considers in the horror genre, and we're going by the glossary and going by the alphabetical order in the back there. So we might break this up and do, I don't know, drama, sci-fi, another episode or whatever, because I think we're only on C. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep going past this genre. I like movies with actors, not CGI. Good point.
Yep.
The Miami Connection trailer. That's fine. We'll let that go. If that's a link to somebody's fucking YouPorn page, we're gonna have words. The Mazer. But yeah. What were we on? We didn't get to Carrie. So Carrie is next. It's been a while since I've seen this. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if it's must.
Boy, I think I'm going to agree with you that it's not a must. It's a good Stephen King adaptation from the novel, and Sissy Spacek is excellent as Carrie. I enjoyed all the little character actors. But it's a little too cheesy in some spots for it to really make this kind of a list. So yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. Porn in this book, Felix asks. Solo's in here, and that's pretty close.
Felix. Man.
James says there are better De Palma movies. I'd agree heavily on that. Oh. You know, that'd be funny when we're done with this. Maybe we pick only one Hitchcock movie, only one. That'll be a fun little game maybe.
There might need to be a part 2 or 3 to this. Damn. Oh, go ahead.
Or 12, 15. Jace says Carrie, no way. Jace, we're only doing the horror in this book, so I don't know. The horror genre as a whole is pretty thin, so I mean, Carrie's pretty good for the history of horror. I don't know if it's must see before you die though.
Right, right. Yeah.
You know, that one got flagged too, Raiders.
Wow.
That zero doesn't help. Yeah. Did you see it? Do you know the
Yeah, yeah.
C0CK still gets flagged. Okay, so Carrie, we agree.
Yeah.
Not must.
Not must.
Cat people.
Oh. Another old.
Yeah, I'm looking at the page number. That means it's early.
Think 40. Shit, 44, maybe 46, somewhere around there. Great movie. Great movie. I'm trying to think of the director that did the movie. Shit. If you guys remember in the chat, one of you guys.
You're talking about cat people?
Yeah, the director.
I can literally get it. Just hang on.
Okay, because he did a lot of. I loved his stuff, but I can't remember.
Oh, you dick! 1942.
Okay, 1942. Okay.
Jacques Tour.
Okay, no.
Meur.
Totally wrong. Yeah, Kubrick lover. That's what I was going for. Is Val Lewton. He did not do this film, but I thought he did.
Brian says it was terrible, the remake.
Oh my god! But Val Lewton, definitely all of his movies, man. There was a mood that he definitely brought in cinematography, if you will, and he experimented with his film making process, which was very cool. Like one movie, he would drop the actual camera down a long tube until we got to his. So it's great stuff. Okay, let's get back to Cat People. Should it be on my list? It's a great film. I love it. It's 1942 black and white. I wouldn't put it on my must list though. I really wouldn't.
Yeah, somebody before said 1001 good horror movies. This isn't 1001 good horror movies. This is 1001 movies you must see before you die. 1001 horror movies, you'd probably put Carrie in there. But
right,
in all of cinema, yeah, and Damien Walker just said that. Sorry. Sharknado 2, Sharknado 3.
Jesus.
They must be on this list or it has no credibility.
Nicholas.
So the next one, I'm not even going to try to read the fucking...
Oh, boy.
The French, but it's Man Bites Dog, which I have not seen.
I have not seen it either.
1992.
That must
three
be why.
directors.
1992.
Yeah, way too new for Dino.
Right. No.
My background line is cool. Thank you. I usually keep it to one color, but I figured.
Yeah, those stripper lights are, it's a YouTube must-have.
Yeah, and listen.
In 2018.
If you want to film, you got to get one of these fucking lights.
Yes.
Great minds. That's right, Damien. So that was Cest RV Perez de Chesvuz, whatever the shit.
Right, we'll move on.
Chinese Ghost Story.
I haven't seen it either.
Hoke says Man Bites Dog belongs on this list. I've heard of it. It's been on my radar. I don't know if somebody suggested for me to do it for who would like that. But the fucking French, when it comes to horror,
yeah,
they know what the fuck they're doing.
Mm-hmm. And you said 1992, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 90s the Asian horror started really peaking.
Yeah.
Getting going. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. American horror is dog shit in the 90s, and here's these other countries that are just fucking turning the volume up.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen King did not direct Cat People. He wrote Cat's Eye.
Right. Yes, totally different movie.
Right. What year is the book published? Is Lee's Grail Hollywood 2018 on here? No, this book is older than 2018. Although when they re-release it in a couple of weeks, be sure to check to see, because they'll make a 2019 version of this book.
Yeah, Get Out will be on there, and so will Hereditary, and yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting to see if Hereditary's on that list.
I would think so. I mean, with the atmosphere of horror right now and everything that they're giving, all the praise they're giving Hereditary. I don't know, but I haven't seen it, so I mean.
Dina, really?
Yeah.
Shit, get on
Sounds
that.
too a little too traumatic for me. So I may
Oh
not,
yeah, you
yeah,
know what?
yeah.
It's a lot of drama and family
Mm-hmm.
drama, and you know what?
A lot of
Maybe.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Aaron Pinn said that Stephen King directed Maximum Overdrive. That is accurate.
Yes,
A coked out Stephen King directed Maximum Overdrive. I think that's
exactly.
his only movie he directed, right?
Coke binge. Yes, yes. Coke binge.
Um. So next is the cook, the thief, his wife, and her lover.
Ah, and that's a foreign film too, right?
I'm assuming so.
Yeah.
773.
Um. Yeah. Remind me what year that was in again.
It's looking late 80s here.
Yeah.
773, 89.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
France, Netherlands, Great Britain.
Yes. Another one. Yeah. Yeah. This was one of this was one of the first foreign films I ever watched, believe it or
Hmm.
not. um Again, I was this was, we're talking teenager here, and I remember loving this movie. I need to jump back and rewatch it because it's been a long time, but
Hmm.
from what I remember, this was definitely one that is stuck in my head, so I'll say yes,
Okay.
but needs a rewatch. How about that?
Yeah. Brian says, I've seen The Cook Thief. Cinematography is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Remember the cinematography
Sure.
and the storyline. I
That's in.
believe the way they went through the three different stories in the movie was good too. So again, I need to revisit this movie, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And guys, we're skating through it. But again, I can't stress this enough. Luke at Razor Wire Reviews has a series where he legit reviews movies from this book, and he's done like 200 reviews based on this series. So if you're
His,
interested to hear more,
yeah,
he really knocks it out of the park with his series there.
yeah.
So
It's
Razor
gonna.
Wire Reviews.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you go on my homepage, his channel's in my friends of the
Featured list.
channel thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dino. Go ahead.
No, I didn't mean. I was going to say it's going to take his YouTube career
Yeah.
to get through these movies, but he's
He's
doing it.
only
Yeah.
20% done.
Right. Right. Yeah. Good stuff.
Hmm.
Daniel Hammond ice cream truck.
Listen,
And-
I didn't get to
okay,
I
okay,
yet.
okay.
Let's hold out hope.
It might be on the list.
Dawn of the Dead.
Yes. I love the early zombie films, and boy, there was a lot of there was some groundbreaking effects and makeup and
Hmm.
gore that this movie really does stand out when it comes to zombie films, and
Must.
yeah. Oh, God, you know what? It's borderline, but yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
I
I'm
mean,
thinking you're not, but
if 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 Dawn is on here, I'm assuming Night will be on here too.
if you gave me just the two, if you said,
Hmm.
"Hey, Night of the Living Dead" or "Dawn of the Dead," I would pick Night of the Living Dead every time. So
Right.
yeah, but
I mean, it's hard. It's hard without seeing like all of
what else
horror
is
cinema.
right?
Right.
Right, right.
So it's like, all right, yeah. My first thought is, well, Night should be there first,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll get back to you on Dawn.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, and in the chat, they're all over the place. Day is my favorite Romero.
Yeah.
Remake a better movie or more entertaining. I'll agree with you, Damien. I actually prefer the
The
fucking
remake of Dawn of the Dead,
the
huh?
2004.
A lot of people do. A lot of people do.
Mhm.
But you get someone like me, I definitely prefer
Dino, who's only watched 4 movies that came out this millennium.
no. But I'd go with the older one before the newer one. But I
Right.
do get it. I do get it. Yeah.
I'll put an asterisk on saying must.
Mm.
It's up there. I don't know if I need to like seriously think. Like again, the common theme here is if you only had 1001 movies to watch over the course of your life,
Right.
would you put this movie in that list? And I don't know if I'd put it there.
Well, how many would we dedicate to horror though? So there's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we probably should have gotten through the groundwork of how the the yes or no theory goes. But
Mm-hmm.
wow, horror, huh? Deliverance.
Oh, they
I don't know if
classify
I
that as
consider.
horror?
I was thinking the same fucking thing.
Huh. I wouldn't consider it horror, but if they're gonna lump it in there with horror, I mean, I'm gonna say yes. I mean,
Hmm.
I mean, come on, you got John Voight. Damn it.
You got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, you do. Get over here, boy. No, you know what? It's another film that it's once you watch it, it's burned into your head and your brain, and yeah, it's a must on my list, definitely.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I mean, there's a bunch of quote worthy lines,
Oh
unfortunately.
yeah.
Yeah. That movie sticks with you for a thousand different reasons, but it's still quotable, oddly.
Oh yeah, it's burned in cinema culture history.
Hmm.
I mean, it's just there, so
Um, Don't Look Now.
don't look now. I haven't seen it.
Nor have I. It looks like it's late 70s, early 80s. 568. Um, Don't Look Now, 73. Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie, directed by Nicholas Roeg. Shit.
Oh, really? Okay. So stars Donald Sutherland.
John Wolf Gratz and John Costan are saying, after the Ned Beatty part, it is pretty horrific as far as Deliverance is concerned. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
agree.
Okay. I'll go with
Um,
that.
so neither of us have seen Don't Look Now. Don't Look Now is a great film, but very little actual horror. Another one. Thanks, Wolf. It's interesting
Yeah.
how little they respect the horror genre, apparently, or what they think of it.
Right, right.
Don't Look Now is one you must see. Okay, Hoax is saying so.
Really? Okay.
All right, all
Yeah,
right.
got it. That's why we got these books, man. We pick out the good ones. But
uh,
my favorite
Doctor.
Sutherland horror. I'm sorry. My favorite Donald Sutherland horror is Invasion of the Body Snatchers. So there you go. Yeah. Oh, love it. But go ahead.
Dr. Mabuse, parts 1 and 2.
God damn it! Another one. I know this
Old
is.
school.
Yeah,
I'm looking at that page number. It's got to be silent.
It's old. It's old school, and one that I haven't gotten to yet.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I have not gotten to it yet. So I can't. Yeah, I can't say yes or no on that one.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Here it is. Dracula.
Well, you know my answer. I mean, it's got to be there for me. At least it's definitely a must, just because of everything that came after it and what it inspired in the genre. And I still enjoy it. I really do. I mean,
it's unfortunate if you watch it with today's standards. It moves slow.
Yeah,
it's
does.
a little quiet. You can tell it's one of the first movies that they're like, oh, sound.
Yeah. There's that going against it, but
I mean, like I'm trying to think, like for the same logic as we had for Blair Witch. Blair Witch was important for different reasons. Dracula, right. I think without it being successful, we don't have Frankenstein and the whole Universal everything.
That whole universe, the true dark universe.
It's not my favorite Dracula movie.
I agree.
But it's a gray. I'll say 50.1%. Yes, you must see it.
I gotcha. No, I get it totally. Yeah.
And Dino, must or no must?
No, I say must.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Eraserhead.
Fucking A. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to swear.
No.
I know that's fine on the channel. Son of a bitch. This movie is so... And again, I think you're going to get people who say, this movie makes no sense. I don't get it.
It's fucking out there.
It is out there. But everything about this, David Lynch, I think the cinematography, the characters themselves, this movie puts you in a dark, dark place. And watching it nerves you just a bit. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
gets to the core of your brain. And
it does a really good job of capturing like the fears and the horrors of being a parent to be.
Right.
Too.
Right. If that's, I mean, again, if you really dissect this, and you can go back to actually on my channel, we did a commentary on this, and half of it I don't remember, but we dissected, me and Ted, the hell out of this film. We really did, and what we thought, you know, what direction he was taking a lot of this strange happenings on the movie, but with the baby. Everything.
Yeah,
but
Brian saying in the chat, Eraserhead is Lynch's best film. That's debatable. I think he had fear of being a father, which is referenced in the film.
Right, and that's a lot of people bring that up, which could be, but he would tell you, of course, he keeps his mouth shut on just about everything. He don't want to let you know. He wants you to interpret.
Well, what do you think it is? Yeah.
You know, interpret, because he's an artist, which doesn't play out so well in his new series when he brung back what you call it, god damn it, brain fart.
Brain fart. Never heard of that movie. Is that a schlock movie?
The series, what's the series, guys? Come on. He brung it back.
Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks. The original was very wacky and out there and strange and bizarre and a big cult following, but the new one, I think he was messing with people's heads.
Yeah, I've heard it's out there.
I think he said, let's see if anybody gets what I'm doing here, but I'm fucking with everybody. That's exactly what I got from that series, the new one. But anyways, moving on.
Yeah. What happened to end of days? This list is BS. Oh, yeah. We would have passed it. So next... So yeah, I don't know if you said must
yes,
for that, Dino.
A definite, yes.
I agree, must, and it's like I would say like the idea I brought up before. Pick one film from a director. I would say David Lynch. This is probably at the top of my list. Like him or not, like this is a movie you kind of need to see because it's not too far out there, but it is kind of fucking David Lynchy.
If you take. Number one on my list for David Lynch is Blue Velvet by far, and Eraserhead.
I've seen that.
Yeah. Have you seen Blue Velvet?
I saw it when I was in film school, so 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, I cannot get enough of that movie. But anyway.
Yeah, no Black Christmas, Nicholas. That is a
son of a bitch.
A good notice there,
Nicholas. Yeah, good catch, man. And I'll tell you what, I'm throwing that on my list, even though it's not in the book.
Well,
how about that?
We'll get to when we get to the end. We'll say, wait a minute, what happened to this movie? What happened to that movie? Because I'm looking ahead at F, and I don't see RIDAY space the 13th.
Gotcha.
But no, it doesn't need to be there. No. Next is Evil Dead.
Okay, I'm not throwing no sacrilege out here. No, it's a great flick. I mean, it's one of the best out there when it comes to horror. There's some scenes in there that are so iconic.
You want to talk about cinematography too?
And cinematography, yes. Characters and how the movie was made, on the budget it was made on.
Yeah.
And then that universe kind of that little universe they put the whole Evil Dead in with Bruce Campbell and stuff.
Any movie where a tree fucks somebody is okay in my book.
Being raped by a branch, it's in that way.
It was consensual.
Yeah, right. All right, give me some of that. It's so yeah.
A new subgenre, tree rape.
Tree rape horror.
You have any tree rape movies?
There's a whole site dedicated to it, but no. So a must-have for me. I would agree.
Yeah, it's a lot easier for me to say that than whereas Dawn of the Dead I was kind of
iffy.
Evil Dead I would say because there's a lot, like there's camera tricks that were done in that movie that people are doing to this day.
Yep. Right.
Um, I prefer in that series. I actually prefer Army of Darkness, but
Okay.
um,
Okay.
that's just me. We're talking about, like, if you just sat some alien down and, like, all right, here, over the course of your life, you only have 1,001 movies. I think I'd put Evil Dead in that list.
Yeah. Yeah. Same here. Same here. 100%.
um, Exorcist.
Oh, I think again, without a doubt. I mean, groundbreaking.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, where do you again? This is one of the movies that has me a little speechless because it's just yeah. I mean, I got nothing to say except it's one of the most scariest movies I've ever seen. I'll put it out there, and
Hmm.
I've seen it as a kid,
Hmm.
and during that film watch, which was at a drive-in theater,
Hmm.
my uncle stumbles out of the car and
Hmm.
passes out. People run over, giving mouth to mouth. I'm looking up. She's vomiting in the priest's face. So, yeah, the scars are there, man. So this is one of those movies that, yeah, it's a must have. One of the scariest movies ever for me.
Yeah. I won't be
Hmm.
so dramatically defensive of the movie. I saw it a bit late. I mean, I saw it young. I had
And
to be like 10 or 11.
I got to throw out there too that I'm so deep into the paranormal world too
Oh,
that
okay.
that whole possession and it gets to me. So I'm very intrigued with the whole possession storyline and all of that. So yeah, go on. I'm sorry, CP.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So I recently re-watched it 2 or 3 times by proxy
Hmm.
because Emily just recently covered it on her channel, and I don't know, there was um an edition that she watched that was longer than the one I've seen or had extra stuff in it, and you know, it doesn't stick with me the same way that it did when I was younger. But that's not
Okay.
saying that you know. I mean, we talk about it a bunch.
Hmm.
But a modern day audience, I don't know if it has the same effect for, an ADD soaked brain as it would have, 40 years ago.
Hmm. Okay.
But I
Uh,
agree. It's a must, even if you watch it and say, well, what the fuck, what was the big deal about that?
mm,
This was, you want to talk about, like, revolutionary.
yeah.
This was what Star Wars was for, action movies or
Yeah.
adventure movies. That
Right.
this was that for horror.
I
It was just, you
agree.
had to
Yeah.
be there. It's one of those you had to be there movies. Just, and you just watch it, even if you hate it. Like, it's in film school, they call those medicine movies. You don't like it, but you're supposed to see it, and
Take your
for
spoonful. Right.
right,
Right.
for
Yeah.
1,000 reasons.
Mm,
But yeah, I agree. Must.
okay.
This one is in my collection, and I keep meaning to watch it, but I
Mm.
haven't wholeheartedly. It's Eyes Without a Face,
Oh.
the French film.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I have, and I love it.
Hmm.
Um, as far as the era and foreign films, and getting the whole feel of that time period too in film history. Yeah, no, it does it all for me. It fits that need that I would have for foreign time period, decade it was made in, and it's just a damn good film. So yeah,
And
a
fans
must
of
have.
fans of Halloween should
Mm-hmm.
know that you don't have that Michael Myers mask without this
This
movie.
film, yeah, yeah. There you
Uh,
go.
Zach's his number one street trash. Um,
Zachary, you got that straight, brother.
The Fly. I'm assuming this is the
The original,
80. Hold on.
or no, it's yeah. I was gonna say it has to be the '80s. Not that I don't like
It is.
the.
It's the Cronenberg version.
Okay, okay. Um, must have. Damn. You know what? I'm gonna say. I mean, I really enjoyed this movie. I really did. I love Jeff Goldblum. Uh, technically, he was at one point one of my favorite actors.
Hmm.
Uh, this was going way back. But anyways, um, the movie itself, hell, what's her name that played in that movie? Can you remember? What was her name?
Gina Davis?
Gina Davis. Yeah. Peak for beauty at that time period. Slowly went downhill. Anyways, I'm sorry. I had a little thing for her back then in the day. She did a couple films during that period that just I'm like, oh shoot.
Yeah, wasn't she one of the other actresses in Tootsie? She was one of the other, like, the nurses in the soap opera. I think Gina Davis was in Tootsie too.
Okay.
Yeah, here's what I remember about Gina Davis in that movie.
Tootsie.
There was a scene where she was in her underwear. I was like, oh, hey.
Oh.
Hey there. Look at you without your clothes on.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Up the skirt shot there. Anyways,
here we are. We're talking about classy cinema, and I'm bringing up a fucking bra scene. You
son of a, I know.
Mush mouth.
I know.
Come on.
Anyways, The Fly, Cronenberg. It's real close. Let me just say that it's real close. It's a great film. Is it one I would include in my 1001 movies? I'm going to say a no, but very close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a gray. It's not an easy no for me, but
it's nor me.
Yeah, Emily's would probably be rolling right now if she heard, because she's into all that body horror. Like that's her favorite subgenre of the genre.
I think that's one of the things that got to me in the film too, was when the nails and the teeth started falling out. I mean, for horror fans, you love that stuff.
True,
it's great, but
true to the genre, like things that make your skin crawl. This certainly has it. But like, again, going back to the thing that we were talking about before, if you could only pick one Cronenberg movie, this certainly isn't number one.
Which would be your first? Do you got a number one Cronenberg?
Fucking the TV movie. No. Scanners.
Before The Fly?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Why? What would your one Cronenberg be?
God damn it.
I've never heard of that movie.
It's an obscure film. He only released it in several theaters during the period. But anyway.
Zachary, I'm reading from this. It's I'm only going through the horror genre in the back of this book, but by alphabetical order.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. I'd have to go and look at the Cronenberg list again, honestly. I mean, I would put The Fly ahead of Scanners for me. But I respect your choice on Scanners being before The Fly.
I don't need your fucking respect. I don't give a shit.
Actually, I don't respect it. I'm going to piss all over that comment. No.
Zachary says Videodrome. That is in my collection. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. Good one, though. Good choice, Zachary.
John Costantin, thank you so much. Rabid, David Cronenberg's best. Rabid.
Oh, that's right. Shit, I'd still put The Fly before Rabid, though. So.
And Oak says The Brood, another one I haven't really heard of.
Yeah. Again, see, you guys are throwing out some good ones. See, I rejected the Fly, but yet I'm still saying it's better than anything I've heard so far.
That's funny.
Yeah, right. But anyways, okay.
Yeah, Wolf. That's V. We're on. What are we on? F. So we'll try to get to it as quickly as possible, but we'll see if Videodrome is there. Let me cheat. So Frankenstein.
Oh gosh, yes.
It's a hard yes for me. Yeah.
A real one. It's a
I
hard
think it's
one.
Okay. No, rock hard.
Okay.
12-inch.
Gotcha.
I think it's a better movie than Dracula is.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And the thing with the Frankenstein series, and I know we're just talking about the first Frankenstein, which just come on, Boris Karloff, the monster, and again, Frankenstein started off with great visual scenery, and it slowly went into each and every other Frankenstein movie and got better and better. Like, I think I even told you, CP, Son of Frankenstein.
Yes, which I've seen. That's the
Beautiful.
Abbott and Costello movie, right?
No. Son of
Oh, no,
Frankenstein with Basil Rathbone.
I have not
Uh,
seen. Is that in my collection?
yes. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that movie better than the original Frankenstein. Sacrilege, I know, but
Hmm.
I just love Basil Rathbone, who plays the ants.
Hmm.
And just the imagery, the scene, the cinematography, the mood, everything about that film, I loved. But Frankenstein, definitely a hard yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Mm.
And Wolf Gratz says Frankenstein's far better than Dracula, as is Bride, which yep, that was on the list. And he's saying Son is also very good. Beetlejuice, Anto, I don't know if that's considered horror or not, but if it is, it wasn't on the list.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
passed Bees.
I would think that
Um,
most of moviegoers for some reason like these lists like this
mhm.
would take the comedy aspect and just disregard the movie for that reason alone. I think,
Mm.
which shouldn't be the case, but how
Well, we
they
had American Werewolf in London, and that's kind of
well, but that's groundbreaking. That's done to the T. Excellent. I mean, it's an A plus plus plus. Um, Anyways,
Daniel Happen says, I don't know about anybody else, and it's not a movie, but the Twilight Zone episode with the creature on the plane with Shatner terrified me as a kid. Actually, Daniel Hammond, they do that in the Twilight Zone movie. That
yep,
story is a part of that movie where
yep.
where John Landis
Hmm.
um, didn't watch his actors and people got killed
Got killed. Yeah,
on
yeah.
set.
And I would not put that movie on this list,
Oh
but
no, no, not at all.
yeah, okay,
Yeah, you want to talk about like frightening television shit? That's up there. Yes,
right.
yes. Freaks.
Oh, a big hard yes.
Really? Okay. I have
Oh,
not seen it. It looks like by the page number, it's pretty fucking old.
see, yeah, 32 maybe.
Okay.
I
Okay.
could be wrong, but I think it's 1932. Um, yeah, Fritz Lang. I mean, he really took this movie serious, and the characters, the actors, the coneheads, the freaks, whatever you want to. I mean,
Hmm.
the
The
respect,
Carnival Freaks.
right? The respect he had for all of those actors during that period and that time, and again, this was a commentary we took real serious, and a lot of good information in there too that we did on our channel. Sorry, CP, I never do this, but
No.
we've talked about a couple movies, Eraserhead and Freaks, which if anything, go to Late Horror Show
Links down below, guys. Links in the description.
and check those two commentaries out, because me and Ted definitely are proud of those two episodes, because we took those so serious that shows you how much I respect the movie itself. And a lot of, very controversial for the time, but groundbreaking too in a lot of aspects. But the movie itself is a fantastic movie, and one that I think everybody should watch. But that's me. So yes, a definite.
I haven't seen it. Raiders is saying used real freaks. I think it's something you
Right,
heard.
Todd Browning. Right, Wolfgratz. I
Yeah,
said I
isn't
said
yeah,
Fritz Lang, and it's not. It's
yeah.
Todd Browning.
Uh-huh.
I do. Yeah, yeah. It gets late here in Cleveland, and my brain just
It gets late really early over there.
leaks fluid. So
Uh,
there's that.
yeah, they're pretty much agreeing with you. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't seen it, but Dino says a hard yes, a big throbbing rock hard yes. Next is the 1997 version. I don't know
Mhm.
why I have to specify that, but it's Funny Games, the original Funny Games,
Fun and games.
which is a movie that was like they remade it. The original filmmakers redid this movie like 10 years later for America.
Really?
But
Have not seen it. Have you seen it?
yes,
Okay. Tell me a bit
um,
about it.
it's a home invasion movie.
Okay.
It's a French, I want to say French, German French, it says.
Hmm.
In this brutal and provocative home invasion movie, A subgenre traceable as far back as D.W. Griffith and familiar today from such films as A Clockwork Orange and Panic Room. Michael
Ooh.
Haneke pushes viewers to the limit, forcing us to contemplate the senselessness of random violence, as well as seemingly ceaseless fascination with watching it on screen.
Well, you caught my attention with A Clockwork Orange because that, my friends, is one of my favorite films of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I love that film, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen this one, so.
And Zachary beat me to the punch. I don't know if it's must see. Again, if you're of the stipulation, you only have 1,001 movies to watch over the course of your life. I don't think, and to be frank, I don't know if it's close. I don't know if I'd put this in that list.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Like it's not a hard decision for me. I don't know if it's that important.
Well, Zachary agrees. He disagrees.
Mm-hmm.
It should not be there. So yeah.
That's
Cavern of Terror. What's up, man?
What's up, Zach? Michael Pitt and Tim Roth are great in the remake. Yeah, the remake's it's good. It's serviceable. The original's better. But if you don't want to hear, you don't want to use subtitles or anything, the remake certainly is decent. I don't think either. I mean, obviously, there's not many people that say the remake is better than the original, but I don't think either are in the conversation. What about 2001? 2001, I don't know if that's T. No.
And are we calling that horror?
Yeah, that may not be horror. That might be sci-fi.
Yeah.
So there's no horror films with the letter G, which means
really?
we are up to Halloween. The 1978 John Carpenter film titled Halloween.
Again, as much grief as I give the series sometimes. No. The first Halloween. Yeah. I mean, yeah. This is a must. And I mean,
Zach screaming. It's the exact same movie. Talking about funny games. Yeah, a little different. The Psycho 1998 Psycho was the same fucking movie, but a little bit different. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were
a little bit, but yeah.
You were droning on about.
I was droning on. No.
I'm falling asleep just thinking about it.
Well, I mean, it's a movie I pop in every Halloween, and it's one I never get sick of. The first film, people, and yeah, never gets old. And hell, what would I do on Halloween if I didn't have this film? So yes, it's a must-have. It's a rock hard one. Yeah.
Yeah, for a couple of reasons. Not even just the influence and how important it is to the genre. It's still a really good slasher. I mean.
Oh yeah.
It's the best in the series still.
Yep.
Top 3 of the subgenre all time. A lot of, if you're a fan of insert franchise here, chances are you owe that that Halloween franchise, this film, the success it had to your movie, and on top of the influence and what it's done for horror, it's a really good slasher movie.
Yeah, and Brian says Halloween is very simple, which is good, and I agree. I mean, that's what happens nowadays. I think sometimes is they get way too complicated on their storyline and their writing, and sometimes just simple is better. And yeah, this is one of those movies where it all just comes together perfectly.
Zach says the Howling has to be on here for Bottine's effects alone. We're at H, Zach, so
the Howling? No.
We'll see. The Haunting.
What year was that? 19.
It's a 2-pager, so it must be a big deal.
The Haunting, 19. I'm trying to think. 70s.
420. It's on page 420. 63.
1963.
Robert Wise.
Okay. You know what? I have not seen that one, so.
Nor have I.
Fright Night, says Bernie. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Anto must have been a delay because he's talking about Freaks.
Ooh, refresh, Anto.
Mm.
Although you might just be bringing it up.
You might have rewinded it too. It didn't, go at your own pace, Anto. You're just a little behind us, is all. The Haunting's very good, whether or not it's horror. Oh, see,
Okay.
Another one of those type of movies. What the fuck?
What's that? Oh,
I need new glasses.
Yeah, no. It's amazing how, again, the list of movies, even the good ones, we haven't seen them all, folks. It's like, the list is so long, and it's so hard to get to seeing every one of these films that you.
Dude, I want to see Eyes Without a Face, and I just can't get myself to do it.
Right? Yeah, that's what happens, man.
So the next movie, I'm assuming it's silent because it's one of the early ones. Haxan, that looks like a one of those A's with the dots over it. I know that from Scandinavia. That's a letter over there.
Yeah.
Haxan.
Tell us in the chat if you've seen it, because this is another one we haven't seen.
This is going way back because it's early. It's pre-Metropolis, this fucking movie.
Oh yeah, very early. A witches movie. Says Wolf Guts.
Haxan, Benjamin Christensen. Denmark. I knew I recognized
a Dutch film. Yeah.
Danish. Dutch is Netherlands.
Yeah.
Pioneering Danish filmmaker Benjamin Christensen's notorious 1922 documentary.
It's a great Austria film. I mean, yeah.
Is a bizarre silent film oddity that explores the nature of witchcraft from ancient Persia through then modern times using various cinematic approaches. From still images to models to vivid dramatic reenactments.
Yeah, Wolfgrat says a witch's movie, so he must have. I don't know if you've seen it, but
nope.
I haven't seen it. Okay.
And Hoax is saying groundbreaking for its time. It does. It seems, for 1922, seems pretty heady, ambitious.
One I should probably put on my list, but. Yeah.
This is interesting. All right, so neither of us have seen it, so we don't know.
Yeah.
CP, no, this is horror only tonight, but can you check if True Romance is on the list? Huh.
Yeah, we can get to talking about other movies on another night. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, no, this is kind of fun.
Yeah, I like this.
True Romance was what, 91?
Sounds about right.
I'm trying to think if it's 90, 91, 92, 93. I'm just going to the year. It was after Reservoir Dogs, right?
Was it?
Reservoir Dogs.
I thought it was before, but you could be right. Let's see.
You could be right.
Let's see.
Oh, you know what? There could be a chance that it's not on here.
I'm looking it up here. Real quick, guys. Son of a bitch. Well, not real quick then. How about that?
Yeah.
True Romance, 1993.
It is not on here. True Romance is not on here.
Wow. Okay. And the cinematic. Well, we're talking about horror tonight, but yeah.
Is anyone's grandparents still awake? Can you ask them about Haxan for us, and then ask their parents? You have to ask your great-great-parents.
Listen here. You don't have to be a grandparent to watch these old movies. That's why I said, go back and check out some of these classics. Yikes.
Daniel Hyman, yes, the Hellboy Red Band trailer. I joined Cecil over on the horror show. If you want to watch my real-time reaction to it, it's over there. True Romance has never been in the book.
Wow, really?
All right, and next is Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. You make me approve this message, Zachary. Yes, fuck that book.
Henry. Oh, boy. I'm not sure why this is in this book. Not that I hate it, but come on. I mean, no.
Yeah, no, it's out there.
Yeah.
It's an interesting. It's interesting. I don't know. Must.
Yeah.
Must.
Not
see?
a must.
I don't know.
Henry Lee Lucas.
Yeah, Michael Rooker. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Michael Rooker. Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah.
Not a must see though. No,
I mean, if you give me 1,000 horror movies, it might crack the list.
it might,
Might.
might.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right, right. Uh,
yeah.
fuck.
No, no.
I'd rather.
I like the story behind. Yeah, I mean the intriguing story behind Henry
Yeah,
Lee
no,
Lucas itself is
it's
interesting,
neat.
but
Right, right. Hmm. The Hills Have Eyes.
man, I know people say it's a classic. It's a
Hmm.
cult film. People follow it that like that. No, I'm sorry, it's not on the list for me.
We're on H. We've passed F.
We're on. We're on.
I'm sorry. Uh, if Hills Have Eyes is on the list and Friday the
Friday the
13th isn't, here's my verdict on Hills Have Eyes.
Right. No, no,
Um,
I agree with you, CP. I mean, because The Hills Have Eyes, I'm not. It's not a must-have for me. I'll just say that. I mean, I don't hate the film, of course, but
yeah,
shit. I mean,
must.
mm,
Oh,
nah.
good point, Nicholas. No Hellraiser. Hmm. Hmm.
Oh,
We've passed that
yeah,
portion.
Brian. No, Hellraiser needs to be on my list. That's for sure. The first one, and
Mm-hmm.
then everything else can just take a vacay.
Daniel, we haven't gotten to T yet. We're going in alphabetical order. Um, so that might be on the list. Um,
Yes,
uh,
Hills was made dirt cheap in the middle of the desert. Craven was working with grit. Says Cameron Terror.
so Zach, you're saying it is a must, like
I think he's agreeing that not, but
must
maybe
you
not.
must see it before you die. If you only have 1,001 movies to watch over the course of your life, The Hills Have Eyes is in that list. Now this is all genres. Like
Yeah, yeah.
we're only talking about horror tonight, but
Yeah, we're
if you
not
only had
cracking
a
down. I
yeah,
would say it would be what? If you put this down the middle, 1001 horror, how many horror movies would we actually take if we break it down into genres? Maybe 200, 300.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
maybe.
somewhere around there. So, yeah, it's a rough one.
Mm.
Hmm.
Uh, Friday 6 should be on there. No comment.
Yeah.
Hour of the Wolf.
Another one I haven't seen.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's an older one too. So
And we're going further older. I Walked with a Zombie, which the page number tells me it's old.
yeah, I Walk with a Zombie is. Oh shoot. Um.
I can find out.
God, is that 50s?
I think even earlier.
Mm. I Walked with a Zombie. Okay, let's see. I walked.
40s.
Okay.
43.
1943. Okay. A little lower. There you go. Okay.
uh, Jacques, there's that name again. Tourneur. That person.
Okay. Yeah.
43 though.
Yeah. I'm trying
Almost
to.
100 years old.
It's been a long time since I've seen this film,
Mhm.
and what I remember of it wasn't very exciting. Uh,
So
I mean,
must see.
just off of my remembrance of this film, I would say no, definitely not.
Okay.
If a second watch would change my mind, I don't know, but I've got other fish to fry, right?
Sure, sure. 1,001 to be exact. Um, so Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Which one? I'm sure that's the 1970s version. It has to
Ooh,
be.
I don't think so.
No, really. It's gotta be.
It's the 56 version.
Really? No way. Okay. Okay. Hmm.
And just as fuck this book officially. It's covering all the genres in the book's defense.
Oh wait. What's Tom Conway
Oh,
and
um,
Encounters with Voodoo, the photographed figure. I love Tom Conway as the Falcon. I love those old detective. So Wolfgratz, from what I see, you definitely like the old school stuff. I can tell that just if you know who Tom Conway is, you know your old school cinema. Um, okay, getting back to Invasion of Body Snatchers.
and Wolf is saying that this one's better.
Really?
I haven't seen the 56 version, so you know,
I'm an old school guy, but
you've seen both. You've seen the 56 version on top of the Donald Sutherland version.
yes, and I would go every time with Donald Sutherland, the '70s one.
You remake lover.
Oh, sacrilege. No, yeah, no, well, see, no, I'd put the other one. So I would say no.
No on must
No
see,
on,
huh?
on must have because there's a better version out there. But this version's good too. But
somebody needs to make a subreddit for this and then show that Dino said no.
yes.
Dino said no to Invasion of the Body.
I said yes to a remake.
And it's worse, but I haven't seen it, so that's probably worse on my behalf. So Dino's a no. Yeah, and Zachary says I like the 70s better, but both fantastic.
Right. I do agree.
If you have a letterbox, you should create a list of all these horror movies. Yeah, I do have a letterbox. That is a neat idea. I like them both in the Army Brats version here, but there we go to each their own. Mm-hmm.
No, right. It's just, there was something about the 70s version, the remake, that I really loved. The feel of the movie just got to me a lot more than the 50s. And don't get me wrong, I love 50s horror and sci-fi. I love the cheesiness of it. I love how they have to explain everything, that verge and convergence of the sci-fi era. And I do love those things. But yeah, in this particular film, 70s all the way, but yeah, we're all different, to each their own. Moving on.
And Zach, I don't know if you're still here, but the Howling was not. We passed H's. The Howling was not here.
Yikes.
Interesting.
Well, you know what? I'm not sure if. I'm sorry, but I'm not sure if I would put the Howling in my top.
Well, he brought up a point that the effects are pretty fucking revolutionary.
Yeah. And D. Wallace,
Double D. Wallace with it. So Jacob's Ladder.
Whew.
Have you seen that, Dino?
Oh yes, I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And another one that, man, this is borderline for me too. I have to.
Child's Play was not on the list, Nicholas. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm going to say, as much as I've enjoyed the film.
Enjoyed? Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to put it on my must-have list.
I agree.
There's better horror out there. And again, I enjoyed the movie. But there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't that Adrian Lynn who directed that? 785.
I believe you're correct.
Wait, Adrian Lynn, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again,
it's interesting. Must watch.
When was the last time you seen it, CP?
2 years ago.
Okay.
Emily watched it for the first time.
Did you think it held up?
No.
Not that it's that old. Okay, see,
no.
that was my take on the movie too. So
it's strange, like early 90s movies,
Mm-hmm.
when they're dated, for some reason, it like really jumps out to me.
Yeah, yeah. Same here.
And
Same
that
here.
movie like really jumps out for its datedness.
Yeah.
Like I can watch a movie from the 80s and be like,
Right, right, right.
I don't know. I don't know what it is about late 80s, early 90s. It's just like, interesting. Oh, here we go.
Mm.
So yeah, it's two no's from us, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Two knows.
Yeah, and then the chat's kind of like meh.
Not
Yeah.
good. Not good
Am I
enough.
live now? Jacob's Ladder is yes, yes, Anto, you're caught up. And Fuego, what's up, Jaime? Just popping in and say hola. Can only
Fuego,
imagine
what's
how
up,
many
my friend?
pictures. Well, no, we're Fuego. We're reading through the glossary of the 1001 movies you must see before you die. We're only on horror. We're just going alphabetically down the horror list, and we're just kind of giving a yes or no
Mm-hmm.
on what we think
If it would
that
make
this
our list.
right. And we just said fuck you to Jacob's Ladder.
Yes, we did. A good old
Next,
flusher.
next, and it only has one page in this book. It's
Oh.
Jaws.
I know the love for Jaws, and you know what?
What?
No, no,
Uh-huh.
no, 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 no. I'm not going to put it down. No, no.
Uh-huh.
I love this film, and I would definitely say it's a must.
What?
No, no. I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to
No,
go.
you
I'm
can't do that. Finish your statement.
not. No, go on, CP. Put.
No, you can't. You can't jerk it off and then put it back in the pan. Yeah, you're gonna have to finish whatever that.
I'll get some hate because the same reason you say that some movies are slow.
Uh,
Jaws has always been that way for me.
really?
Not that I can't
I
always.
get. No, I get it. It. It's not.
Number one, I can definitely always watch. When you start getting to 2 and 3, I kind of lose it. You know.
We're not talking about
No,
two
no,
and three.
I know, but I'm putting this all together. It's
Mhm.
all a story. I'm telling you, CP.
Okay. All right. Taking me down the road.
Taking you down the road of
Mhm.
it's yeah, the first one it is on my must list because of the genre, and I love Richard Dreyfuss. I love everybody. The acting's great. It's just at times it depends on what mood I'm in. Like the next viewing, I could come back and say this isn't going to be on my list. So there you go. You know.
Mhm.
But right now, yeah, it's a must have. It's on my list.
James Hester kind of doubles your sentiment. I
Okay.
love Jaws, but I only watched the second hour. To me, the Jaws is the three guys on the boat.
Right, the characters. Yes, yes.
Kind of like how I feel by Titanic.
They're
The second half is what I watch.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Jaime asked if the remake of The Blob is on here. We passed B.
Oh, that's
It
right.
wasn't. It wasn't on here.
Damn. Well, you know what?
Jaime, I don't know
Fuego,
if
that
I'm.
would be,
Yeah, Fuego, if you're free, you can. Can we get him in here?
sure. A little
I don't.
maneuvering.
I don't know if you did a drive by or you're still here, Fuego. But whatevs. If you want to join us. No, The Blob not on here.
It
Better
would,
than Jason on a boat. Yeah.
it would be on my list, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The remake.
Jaws is. Oh, The
Oh,
Blob you're talking about.
yeah, yeah. But no, Jaws too. But yeah, you.
Yeah. Jaws is a hard yes.
Okay,
You know,
okay. A hard yes.
a hard, yeah, a throbbing rock hard yes.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, what else can you say about this? And this next movie, I don't know what the fuck this is doing in horror, but Jurassic Park
Oh,
horror.
really? God damn. Holy
Uh,
shit.
I mean, I'll say yes. Jurassic Park is
Hmm.
must see, but I don't know if I call that a fucking horror movie.
God.
Jurassic Park.
When it comes to dinosaur movies, I mean, I'm gonna go way back to all of the like early stuff.
Like King Kong and shit. Fucking.
Yeah, all of that stuff.
Uh-huh. Hey,
Yeah,
wait a minute. Oh, okay.
what's that?
I was saying, wait a minute. What about King Kong? But we're
Well,
we're on J, not K.
Okay, well, King Kong's gotta be on there. But anyways, okay, you say me. I'm okay. This is where I'm gonna probably differ, and people are gonna go what? But no, I can do without Jurassic Park.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
Dino.
First of all, it is.
I'll give you that it's probably not the genre, but
it's
must see all time.
It's dated for me too, and again, there's better dinosaur films out there for me.
Go ahead.
It's not a must see for me. That's all. Yeah.
I'd
rather put The Land That Time Forgot.
Wow.
Half of the. Yeah, no, I mean, go on. You go spew out all your love for Jurassic Park because I've got none.
So it's a no from you.
It's a no.
I mean, shit. This is a John Holmes yes from me.
Really? Okay.
As Raiders asked, yeah. Again, revolution.
A little shock here from me, but yeah.
Yeah. Revolutionary, if only for CGI. I mean, where would we be today? Perhaps that could be a negative for some people. All these fucking CGI heavy movies out now.
I think that might have been what like kind of hit me a bit with the film, but you know, hey.
Good point. There was no Godzilla. The film fan points out there's no Godzilla. We're on J.
But I probably agree. I mean, Godzilla wouldn't be. I mean, there's a big love for the history of Godzilla and its vast, expansive library of movies, but the best? No, it's fun to watch. Let me just say that.
All right, so hard yes on Jurassic Park.
Well, no. Anto is saying, Dino, how can you name 1001 movies better than Jurassic Park? But we're talking about horror films, right? And I guess Jurassic Park is kind of leached into 1001.
If we weren't talking horror with Jurassic Park, see it's just must. You must see it before you die.
If there's 1001 movies to pick, yes, I would put it in there. But I'm going off of like 200-300 horror films.
250 movies, and he's counting horror. I see.
Yeah.
And next, as if to be introduced, King Kong.
I can't say it enough. Yes, this must be in my collection. For many reasons. I mean, it just encapsulates the era that it was made in. 1933. Yeah. And Fay Wray is a beauty. I know I'm picking out the most stupidest reasons why, but Fay Wray, I could watch her walk around the screen and not even talk all day long, especially in that movie. This was pre-code, okay, so yeah, it was good. But no, the stop motion, I appreciate stop motion so much, and King Kong just delivers it all. The painstaking efforts they put into making that film just was marvelous. I love it. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, I don't, slobber its cock the way Dino just did. Yeah, I'll say it's King Kong's a yes from me.
Okay, good.
Next is another Danish movie. Mr. Von Trier is on the list with 1994's The Kingdom.
Oh, never seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Nope, never seen it.
It's listed as Denmark, France, Germany, and Sweden.
Ooh, a Swedish film. Okay.
A medical horror epic, The Kingdom was originally a 4-part TV miniseries, sewn together into 2 parts for theatrical showings.
Medical horror sewn together. Got it.
A Swedish neurosurgeon is in trouble in a Copenhagen hospital because his botched brain operation has left little Mona a babbling imbecile.
Wow. Great subplot. I love that.
What are you laughing at? What? You're not laughing at me? No, I'm watching the video. Have you seen The Kingdom? The Kingdom of 1994. No. Yeah, I don't know.
It stars an imbecile. That's all.
No, the character becomes
Oh,
an
okay. I
imbecile.
gotcha.
Japan's Grudge is not on the list. Yeah. Yeah. No, it wasn't on the list. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I got nothing to say. I haven't seen it.
I'm
Wait.
wondering if maybe the Grudge has the the Japanese title where it might be something that isn't in alphabetical order yet.
Wow. Well, yeah. Whatever. I was gonna say, is the Grudge gonna be on that list? But anyways, whatever. Not for me.
Maybe The Ring. So what I just, The Kingdom.
Yeah.
Les Diaboliques.
The Diabolic. Yeah. It's been a while. Again, this is another one where it's been a while since I've seen it, and I know it's got a lot of praise behind it. And from what I remember, it was a really good film. But I'm going to have to say not a must for me. But maybe deserves another rewatch for me to make a final decision, if that makes sense. How'd I know, Brian, that you would say it was great? So yeah, there you go. Because that's a 60s, I believe, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Oh, Connie's seen The Kingdom, huh? Interesting. Yeah, it was a Von Trier movie, so. Yeah, I have not seen Les Diaboliques. So yeah. We're in the French section here. Les Vampires. Looks like it's a silent film because the page number says forever ago.
Another one I missed. So yeah, see, now we're hitting stuff we haven't seen. One I should see though. Love my silent black and whites, but I have not seen that one.
Yeah, see now the title it's the title for Eyes Without a Face. I know that it's just the French title for it. We've discussed that.
Okay.
Eyes Without a Face.
Yes.
Next is we're up to M already. A Man Bites Dog, which somebody was bringing up in the chat earlier.
Right. Yeah.
I've heard of it, have not seen it.
Same here. Would you guys put it on your list?
Yeah. So while we keep going, Manhunter. For those who are ill-informed, Manhunter is the first Hannibal Lecter film.
Yeah.
Where are you?
I don't think I'd put that on my
I know, I was thinking the
must
same
list.
Thing.
Are they saying that just because of what came after with Silence of the Lamb and
I don't know.
I don't know, but no, not a must for me. It was an okay movie. That's all I can give you.
Yes to Manhunter. Brian Cox is Lecter. Yeah, Manhunter over Silence, Zachary. Yeah. It doesn't even get a full page here. This is Manhunter here.
Zachary, he's saying Manhunter over Silence, huh?
Well, we haven't gotten to S, so.
Oh, question mark. Okay, gotcha.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't put Manhunter over Silence. I'm struggling to put Manhunter on this list.
Right? No, he ain't on my list. I'm sorry, but again, didn't do it for me. Didn't get me going.
Mask of the Red Death.
Oh, Vincent Price. Okay, let me think. Because I love Vincent Price movies, and this is a good one. But I don't think, if I had 250, there's better Vincent Price movies out there that I would put. Trilogy of Terror is no, yeah. Mask of the Red Death is not on my lists. It's not a must-have.
I haven't seen it. Next is Midnight Song.
Have not seen it.
Nor have I.
On to the next.
Hmm. Night of the Living Dead.
Yes.
We talked about it earlier.
Yes, we did talk about it earlier. A must-have, yes. Theater of the Blood, yes, Zachary. I like that one way better than Mask of the Red Death, so, yeah. Wolfkratz says, yep, Vincent Price.
Chewing the scenery and some really good cinematography.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Best.
Yeah. Night of the Living Dead, groundbreaking, perfect film, zombie film. So yeah, no, I love it. Yeah, it's a must-have.
I'd say must too. It's just a lot easier. Like the whole Dawn of the Dead. Just like I don't know. I'd have to think about it, but Night.
Right. Like you said, Brian says like Night, necessary classic, but Dawn is better. But I don't know. I'm still going with Night. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So 2 yeses.
Yes.
They're having issues with the fact that Misery isn't on the list. They may not consider it horror. I'm trying to think.
Jurassic Park's on there for horror. I mean,
dude,
Misery's not on there. What was the other film that was on there for horror? And we were like, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, anyways, whatever. Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street is next. Oh.
Well, no. I mean, you have to think about it. I mean, because if you've only got roughly 250 or so, but I mean, I know it was the start of a classic, and I love Freddy, and I love Nightmare on Elm Street. Yes, a definite must-have for me. I think there's no doubt.
This is the cover for Power Productions. Who's asking? They release this book every year.
Yeah.
There's a new version of it. It gets updated every year.
John Steele, what's up, brother?
John Steele dropping that big wrench in the chat. Nightmare on Elm Street is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's a yes. That's a pretty easy yes from me. Nosferatu.
Oh. Yes. Again, groundbreaking. I loved it better than the Universal's Dracula. That's saying a lot. The mood, the cinematography, again, I know I keep saying mood, but a lot of these early silent black and whites, that's what they do the best, and it's all about mood. And Nosferatu, and just the character itself, Nosferatu, by Max Schreck, so well done. I mean, iconic. I don't think even 100 years from now, you talk about vampires, and he's going to be there. He's at the top of the list. But anyway, sorry. Go on, CP.
So they're asking which Nosferatu. There's 2. Nosferatu, A Symphony of Terror, and Nosferatu, Phantom of the Night. So 2 versions, 2 completely separate versions that are separated by a couple of dozen
Dafoe
years.
Did Nosferatu. What was? I'm trying to think of the movie.
Phantom of the Night is. You're talking about the movie that was like about them making the movie, though, aren't you?
Right. Yeah. The William Dafoe. I forget what year it was even made. But what are they saying?
Yeah, Werner Herzog is the 79 version.
Yeah.
Phantom of the Night, or Phantom der Nacht.
Werner Herzog,
yeah. Eine kleine German. Yeah, no, everybody's throwing a fucking hissy fit about Friday the 13th. No, Friday the 13th.
No, it's not in there.
Maybe they have it as romance or something, but it's not under horror.
Romance.
It took you a while. Okay, so I've seen neither.
You've seen
what the
neither.
fuck?
I've seen neither. What? What is it?
This is listed as horror. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
What? That's not horror. That's you categorize that as drama, wouldn't you?
It's psychological thriller. If you're gonna get close,
Well,
I wouldn't call it a horror movie. Shadow of the Vampire, yes, that's what. Yes,
Shadow of the Vampire. There you go. Thank you so much. That actually, yeah, I'd put that on my list. I love it that much. But anyways, well, you know what? One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest would be on my list of 1001 movies.
Yeah, must see. Yes.
Yes.
Horror.
But horror. I'd say a no. It's not horror.
I'm wondering if they had to get like 100 in each genre, and they're like, well, just move Jurassic Park into horror.
Move this one.
Move this one to horror.
Yeah, yeah. I think most people are agreeing too. It's
the chat's
not
like
horror.
Fucking incredible, but not
a horror.
Nicholas says, did the Academy make this book? It's just a category. It's a must see. It's just
Nicholas. Yeah, I agree.
It's just not fucking
stupid Academy.
Not horror. One Flew. Obviously, One Flew is in my top 100, let alone 1,000, but it's not horror. Yeah, incredible movie.
Oh yeah.
Must, yes. Horror.
No.
Get the fuck out of here. Onibaba.
What was that?
Onibaba. Onibaba?
Sure. I have not heard of it.
436. I'm going to assume it's like the 60s.
Huh. God damn it. I need to get that book, damn it. I'll be getting this year's edition, that's for sure. Because I've never heard of some of these.
The Demon. 1964's The Demon. It is Japanese. Okay. And my wife is sending me a picture.
And I've heard... Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've heard of The Demon, but I have not watched it.
What are we blessing me for? What did I do?
I don't know.
Felix, what did I do?
What happened? Bless you, CP.
Yeah. Did I sneeze? Did Emily sneeze?
I didn't hear no sneeze.
What the fuck is that? Yeah, Onibaba is Japanese for The Demon.
Oh, maybe he said bless you, CP, because of...
because I was speaking...
Got you, Felix.
Speaking non-words.
Oh, my God, that's funny.
I guess they're giving Brad Dourif his due because they kept Child's Play off his list. Yeah. Really shit. The Omen. Good call, Nicholas. Yeah, Alibaba. Yeah. There is no demon. Spoiler, Wolf.
Well,
I don't need to see it.
Is the Omen there? Is it next?
No, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. We passed it. No.
Oh,
no.
Shit.
No Omen.
Damn.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Paranormal Activity.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll pee all over that. I'll pee on the book. That's what I'll do.
You have
paranormal
activity, but not Friday the 13th.
Again, you know what they're going
Suck a bag of dicks.
Yeah, and this is the whole I think Nicholas said about is the Academy writing this book, because Paranormal Activity, I think they put it there just because it was something new and different and something we haven't seen before. Doesn't make it a great film. I know there's people out there who love it, but yeah, no way. No.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
No.
That's a big no for me.
I think if you gave me 2,000 horror movies, I don't know if I'll bring back Blair Witch Project and say, okay, for this reason, bring Blair Witch into it, but not Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah, I don't know. That movie already hasn't aged well. And next is Peeping Tom. Oh, look at this! You guys with your cursing.
Oh boy.
I suck every bag of dicks and fuck no. Peeping Tom, Dino.
Watch it. Yes, I'd put that on my list. It's a movie I enjoy and one I can continue to go back to, and I think people would probably agree with me. How about you?
I haven't seen all of it.
Oh, really? So you
Hmm.
stopped? Was there a reason you
I've
stopped?
seen important parts of it, not the
Okay.
entire movie.
Huh.
I know that that is huge for the slasher genre because they did the POV angle, the killer's POV in that movie.
Right, right. Yes.
So that's why I was referencing it or was watching a certain scene
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
just to get an idea of what you know.
Yeah. People always talk about Halloween with that. So yeah,
Hmm. Yeah,
yeah.
it's on my list. It's a movie to watch. I just haven't finished it.
Um,
Yeah, don't like it, but Powell and Pressburg classic.
yeah, Powell. That's right. Um, yeah, I like that Wolfkratz knows all these old timers.
Hmm.
We will call them names, actors. So yeah, very good. Next one.
Phantom of the Opera.
I'm taking it the silent
Yeah, 50. Yeah, it looks like it's the
or
silent one.
yeah,
Um,
would have to be. Um, oh geez. Let me think. I know I got to think about this.
it is the 1925. Oh,
Okay, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's this one.
Um, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to say must-have. Again, yeah, Lon Chaney. Um, uh, you can group that into those classic black and white Universal horror movies, and
Hmm.
the story itself is a classic, and I know I seem like I'm thinking real hard here on this one,
Hmm.
but you know, with like again with 250, I'm thinking twice about it, but yeah, I'll put it on my must-have list.
Hmm. Um, when I get back to it, when I see it, I'll
When you
get
see
back
it,
to you.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Poltergeist,
Hmm.
the Toby Hooper, Steven Spielberg,
Yeah.
Toby Hooper. Um,
See, you're getting closer to what I really like, though. That whole '80s era
we're
is.
not going by time; we're going
No,
by
I
alphabet.
know, I know, I know, I know.
Hmm.
But my must-haves. Uh,
Poltergeist
no,
is
no, no,
must.
no, no. That's why I'm saying.
Mm.
It's a great film, a classic. I would even say yeah, I would say a classic. But again, yeah, probably not a must-have.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm guessing you're going that direction.
Yeah, I
So
wouldn't say must. Must. I don't. I don't think so.
yeah, yeah, not a must-have, but enjoyable.
Hmm.
Agreed, Damian Walker.
Next is Psycho.
100%
Hmm.
yes. I mean, God, Norman Bates, the
Mm.
performance. Movies like this come around, you know, not all that often, and this is timeless, and
Hmm.
it's a must-have. So yes.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. And if we're doing the Hitchcock list, you can only pick, three. It's on my list. Yeah, I'd have to seriously have a think about it if it were my number one. I don't know if it's my number one Hitchcock, but
You know what? I think
uh,
Rare Window is my number one Hitchcock, but Psycho I think is right after that.
I think mine might be North by Northwest actually.
Really? Okay. No. Hey, you can't argue. I mean, there's like a few films that you could bounce around and say, "Hey, that's my number one. That's my number one," and I wouldn't disagree with you. I mean,
Hmm.
really, but
Hmm.
yeah. So must
Yeah.
have.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Maybe top 10 for the genre
Mm,
for like a dozen different reasons.
right, right. Agreed.
Repulsion.
Repulsion.
Yeah, 444.
I'm repulsed. Oh yeah. Joe Bob Briggs
I
and
hate it
that
when I don't
Spielberg.
recognize something and I'm just like,
Spielberg did not direct. Okay.
65
Yep.
from Great Britain.
Have not seen it. Have not heard of
Oh,
it.
It's a Roman Polanski movie.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. You know what wasn't on here is Fearless Vampire Killers, Roman Polanski.
Hmm.
Not that I put the on my must-have, but it's a close, believe it or not.
On the opposite page here, they have Juliet of the Spirits with her
Ooh,
lungs just out there. Look at
good for her.
fucking.
Yeah. Mm. Yucks.
Yeah.
Repulsion is great, says Kubrick lover. Brian.
Okay. Hey,
Hmm.
Sasha. The pulsating light is my. I'm officially a YouTuber. Like,
Did somebody reference it?
yeah.
Okay.
It can be one solid color, but I figured I was feeling a little rain bionic today. So.
Cinematic.
Mm.
I feel like I'm at the theater. Okay.
Ring. I think that is the Japanese version.
Yeah, wasn't a Japanese version Ringu or something?
Oh,
like
good
that?
point. But yeah, they have it. It's on the bottom here.
Mm-hmm.
It says Ring from Japanese, the Nakata film. Yeah, so
Okay.
it was titled Ringu. Good catch there, Dino.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
But for some reason, it is listed as because they have like when it's French, they have the fucking
Right, yeah.
whatever the fuck their French title is. But yeah, Ring is listed as Ring. See now, going back, what was Audition was the other Japanese horror.
Yeah.
I think Ring is a lot easier to, Ringu, whatever the fuck we're going to call it.
Right.
It's a lot easier to say yes to Ring than Audition, especially for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the Japanese version of Ring.
I have not. Would you recommend? I would take it you would recommend me watch it. If I've seen the American version.
And what do you think of the American version?
It was okay.
Oh, maybe not.
Okay.
Because the American version is like a polished up version of the Japanese.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Embo.
Yes.
Dino saw the American remake of The Ring and thought it was okay. Verdict on the Japanese version, going backwards.
I like it. Some things about it don't make a lot of sense.
It's Japanese, of course not.
But it works well for what it is, I think.
Did you hear what she said?
Yep. I think everybody caught that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Worthwhile?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Must see before you die?
I'd say so, if you like the first remake.
Really?
If you like the remake, she says yes.
Okay. Well,
Thanks, Emily.
okay. I'm not sure that puts it on my list, but good call, I guess.
Again, if I had a hard time with Audition, it's a less hard time for me with The Ring.
Gotcha.
So I'll say yes to The Ring.
Okay. I will watch it.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I bet you I know your answer, but you know what? You probably won't be surprised at mine. This is a must 100%. Yeah. And just for the pure enjoyment factor of this movie. I mean, it doesn't have to be a cinematic masterpiece.
This is the guy who said no to Jurassic Park for the record.
Exactly.
It's just so we're clear. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'll reiterate that I like Rocky Horror probably 3 times more than Jurassic Park, if not more. I mean, I enjoyed Jurassic Park, but like, getting to Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Sorry.
It's no, this is a movie that I can watch over and over and over again. Soundtrack, acting, the feel of the movie, everything. It's just one of those great feel-good movies that I can't say enough about the movie. I know it's not a cinematic masterpiece, but it is a must-have to be on my list for sure.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen it start to finish.
Is that because you haven't liked it?
Yeah, musicals are hard with me.
Okay.
Musical just doesn't stick with me, so I haven't really seen it all the way through.
Yeah.
Just from what I have seen, it's not like, oh, you know what, let me go back and finish that. It's never really stuck with me. So I really can't say one way or another.
Right. Again,
But
this is where our likes
Mhm.
of certain films come in, because again, like I said, I do agree it's not a cinematic masterpiece, but it's a movie that I would put. You know, a movie that's not on the list that is one of my favorites of all time, but again, you can consider it kind of a horror comedy. Is The Burbs? No, I mean, Killers Next Door. It's
Well, by
uh,
this book's dumb logic, maybe.
right. I'm going
Mm.
with that, but
Yeah,
anyways, you can continue.
a
Yeah.
hard yes from Dino for Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
Rosemary's Baby.
Oh, fuck. CP, what was that for? Rosemary's Baby is my all-time favorite film. Number one.
Period.
Period.
Outright.
Period. Period. Yep. Mia Farrow. Okay. I'm saying the
This
first
is
thing.
no dream. This is really happening. Sorry.
Oh. The acting, the characters, the mood, where it takes place, the building, the story, everything about that movie is just 100% satisfaction for me.
That fucking fisheye angle that they use with
yes.
the POV is pretty fucking gnarly too. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything. I mean, yeah. I can't say enough about it. And you can top that off with how much I love Mia Farrow in this movie. She is so beautiful. But yeah, the favorite movie of all time. So must have.
Yeah. I went out and got the Criterion edition, and I don't think I got it when it was on sale. So that's just, a testament, because Criterion Blu-rays are fucking expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's must watch. We're talking about modern day audiences. It might be a little slow for somebody who's under the age of 30. But I'm just trying to think of like pacing. If I had a qualm with it, it could be, pacing might be an issue. But I'm not saying I do.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if you had to recommend it to somebody, I could see their gripe being, well, it kind of moved a little slow.
I would counter though in saying that slow pacing has mood,
dread,
and atmosphere that totally takes away that slow pacing. So you're always constantly thinking of what's going to happen. So I was totally fine with that. But yeah. Okay. 2 rock hard boners for that movie.
Yeah, big throbbing jizzy cocks. And Wolfgratz says Rosemary's Baby may be slow for folk with attention deficit issues. Yeah. I was trying to be polite around that, which I have attention problems. So, for what it's worth, we're up to S. Salo, or 120 Days of Sodom.
Oh.
The good old 2-pager.
I can't believe that's on there, but I you know what? This is all you, CP, because I have not seen this movie.
Dino. You lucky bastard.
Right?
I saw it twice. I had to watch it twice for editing purposes.
Poor you. Hey, they got it on this list, but
You know what? Like, must is like, that word is crazy for me to think of for that movie. Where I could see it being like a must is if like you're somebody who likes like movies that like go over the edge, like somebody who would like Cannibal Holocaust, Human Centipede. Like if you're really into the testing the limits of horror and things that are put on a screen, maybe Salo. Like if you're into that kind of taste, like over the edge, testing limits, maybe.
And there's people out there like that, so Hey.
Yeah. I was donated the Criterion copy of Salo. Why Criterion wasted their time with that movie is well past me.
Wow.
No. no. I really wish Luke was here because Luke did a review that was 3 times longer than mine on Solo, and I was looking for words. I was just like,
Wow.
this doesn't have artistic merit. I'm sorry.
Yikes.
And Luke was just appalled by it. So I recommend if you, and that thing's been viewed like 50,000 times, his review of Solo. You want a good laugh,
Wow,
watch
man.
Razor Wire Reviews' review of Solo, or mine's right here on this channel. But no.
Raiders AK says I liken Salo to Faces of Death.
Right.
That
Test your limits. Yeah. It's just, it's debauchery. It's you get sick of the nude body after a bit. It's just like, all right, can somebody put a fucking napkin on this girl? It's just rape. Hey, here's shit, eat shit, rape, and then murder.
And
Torture.
hey, if you haven't seen his Salo video, it's very well done. CP props.
Wait, what happened?
Well, I'm just talking about your what's the name of the series again?
Who would like that?
Who would like that? Salo. I enjoyed that, but I'm definitely not going to go watch the movie. But I enjoyed your take on it. It made me laugh a couple times, but anyways, okay.
Wolfgrat says Salo tells us sadism, torture, and fascist repression are bad things. Thanks, I already suspected as much. Yeah, no, you're dead on. It's I don't know. There's a lot of. I mean, it's a discussion movie at the very least. Maybe for that reason, maybe if you can find somebody else that's actually watched that movie, maybe for the discussion. But I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. There's things that like the subtext of fascism. I just didn't get that in that movie. Like, it's just sadism.
So you didn't get the deeper meaning of the message
behind
it. Yeah.
Abuse of power, like, okay, sure, but I've seen other movies that get that message across.
So you say shit on this movie, right?
Oh yeah, no. Thank God they got Salo in here and not Friday the 13th.
Right. Yeah. Oh. Poor Jason.
I couldn't eat well for 2 days after I watched it. Yeah, no, it leaves a mark. I'll say that about the movie. Like, it's hard to forget the movie.
Your review left a mark. Yeah. Anyway.
I love having a Salo dinner party with pudding pops, Snickers bars, and
fudge fondue.
Yeah. Just fucking nope.
Terrible.
What I just do? Salo Scream.
Oh.
The Wes Craven classic.
Classic. I'd agree that it's a classic. I enjoyed the movie. I know people have boners over the entire series, but it's not a must for me.
Really?
Yeah, I could do without it. Yeah. No, it's. I mean, come on, CP. Really? I mean, is it?
I'm gonna say yes.
Really?
Scream.
Wow.
See what happened? Even Felix, even with the hashtag, it still highlights it as screened. That's interesting.
Did you put these in your not to be on this? You know what I mean? Blocking.
No, I don't have.
Really?
I have a name that's blocked, but not curses. I mean, me of all people, why would I block curses?
How is cursing being blocked on YouTube now? That's weird.
Maybe it's that new Adpocalypse 3 thing that
Could
people
be. Wow, something new, guys.
Fucking
there you go.
Jackasses.
Yikes. Okay. Keep it clean. PG,
they're gonna
guys.
block my money. No, don't keep it clean. I don't give a shit.
No, I know, right?
These fucking cunts think they can tell me how to handle my chat.
These slippery ass bastards. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll say yes to Scream.
Okay.
So it's what, about 20? Huh? It's about 22 years old. What in the last 22 years would you put above Scream that's come out since? Horror.
You're asking me newer stuff. Let's see.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, hey, I can come right back at you and say I've already got 250 films before that year, 22 years ago, that I'd put on my list before Scream. But A Quiet Place, but I mean that's not on there. But
Wow.
hell yeah!
All right.
Before
Wow.
Scream, yeah, I put A
The
Quiet
first
Place.
Scream. A Quiet Place. Stop fucking.
fucking
Wolf.
fucks.
Oh, he said dick. That got flagged because he said dick.
Again, I'll go back and say I really enjoy the Scream movie, especially the first one. I mean, way better than all the others. But yeah, it's not on my must list, but it is yours. So what's next?
Raiders says my dog's bowel movements are better than Scream. It's a pretty
Thank
talented
you,
dog you
Felix.
got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll say yes. I'm not jumping over the fence to proclaim my love for it, but yeah.
Okay.
The Seventh Victim.
Damn. No. This is one I have seen it, and no, it's not on my must-have list. I ain't even given reasons. It shouldn't be on here.
Okay, and I'm unfamiliar with the movie.
Okay. I don't know if anybody agrees with me in the chat, but go ahead.
Here we go. The Shining.
Unequivocally, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it puts you in a deep, dark place. It really gets under your skin. I mean,
Like psychologically fucked up.
Oh yeah. And all that good stuff. So yeah, I love it. Jack Nicholson. Everybody hates on Shelley Duvall in that film, but I loved her in it.
Apparently, she hated Kubrick, but that's a story for a different day, I think.
And again, there's so much meaning behind this film too. But I mean, there's a lot of documentaries you can watch about what he tried to get across in this film that had to do with like the Apollo missions, the moon landing.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about Room 237.
Right. The subtext,
right here.
The subtext behind the film is pretty damn deep, and you're not going to get that unless you really dig deep in a lot of these documentaries and some of the books
Kubrick
written on
is,
it. But he's out there in his thoughts, but there's some. I'm not going to. There's some validity in a lot of what he has to say. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it's a hard yes for me.
Yeah.
It might be top 10. If we're just talking exclusively horror, it's a movie that I would, it would be one of the first that I like. Again, you get an alien from another planet. They're dropped on Earth. They magically speak English, and you're introducing them to film. I think Shining would be, especially horror, like one of the first 10 movies I'd show.
Yeah,
must absolutely.
Agree.
Did I mention Salo? Because I just want to keep talking about Salo.
Please move on.
No, the Silence of the Lambs.
Well, we shit on Manhunter.
I don't know. We shit on it. It's just I don't know if it should be in the conversation.
Right.
Must.
Even I think it just makes it for me.
Are you talking about Manhunter or
no,
the
Silence of the Lambs? Silence of the Lambs. That movie's a bit dated. To me.
It's not in black and white. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, don't get me wrong. No,
I'm just joshing.
No. I mean, I love the Silence of the Lambs. A great film, and yeah, it's on my must have list. So, but I'm not like, breaking down doors to say yes.
Yeah, for horror, Silence of the Lambs is more like a thriller for me.
Yeah.
Which we've passed SE, by the way, and 7 isn't listed here. Oh. I would consider Silence of the Lambs more a crime thriller like 7.
Yeah.
And again, I'm curious to see if 7 is in here. I really hope it is. It is. It's under mystery.
Okay.
So I don't know if I would call Silence of the Lambs mystery, but I wouldn't lean directly into horror when calling Silence of the Lambs. But You know,
The monster that is the serial killer, but nah, I know it's a thin
yeah,
line.
I'll say yes. Yes, must watch, but horror.
Yeah, yeah, agreed.
Anyway, oh my, I don't
Exactly.
know.
If it's not dated, it's perfect. Hey, listen here, bud.
A Chinese ghost story we talked about
Mm-hmm.
before. Others have seen it. That's what happens when you go to the. They're just relisting shit.
Mm.
Oh boy, here we go. The Sixth Sense.
Hmm. um, I don't know why I'm laughing, guys. I guess I'm just giddy. It's 2 o'clock in the morning here. Let me see.
We're almost done. We're almost done, Tina. Sorry.
No, no. What are you sorry about? This is fun as hell.
I don't know if you're tired or what. I was
No,
just.
no, no. I'm just say the movie again.
The Sixth Sense. I see dead people.
Oh man. Oh gosh. Can you go first, CP?
Yeah, yeah. It's a little heavy on people blowing it and swallowing.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a place in pop culture history. It's a big movie for certain reasons.
Yeah.
But what do you remember about that movie that isn't I See Dead People? That isn't that crazy twist ending? Is there stuff that happens in the first hour that you memorize and think of like, oh yeah, let me regurgitate this scene, this image, this anything?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think of that movie and I think of I See Dead People and the twist. I don't like I don't remember stuff like I can tell you 4 or 5 scenes from fucking Ghostbusters. I can tell you things that have happened in Back to the Future, Friday the 13th, Halloween.
Yeah.
But Sixth Sense, like it just it's a pop culture moment in time.
Yeah.
Must.
And again, you've seen it once, then you're done. I mean.
So is that a no from you?
That's a yes. It's like a 50-50, but I'm going to say no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that what this movie brought us was Unbreakable, which is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And not to say that I didn't enjoy The Sixth Sense, but
Mm-hmm.
that is a movie that's kind of a one and done for me. And there's some movies that are like that. And this is one. And for that reason alone, I don't think it makes my list. So, yeah. No list.
Yeah. I'd have to do some serious math. It would be close. The kid handing the box with the VHS tape to the dad at the funeral. Come on, CP. My apologies. Yeah, that doesn't jump out at me. What? Guys, stop referencing Hitchcock because it's coming up as flagged. Just say Hitch.
No. More Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Can't get enough Hitchcock.
Alfred.
Oh, that's what she said. Oh.
Yeah. So, I'll give a soft yes
A little bit
to
ahead
must.
in the truck. Hitchcock. Oh, what? Go ahead. Oh, soft. Okay. So you said a soft yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Must.
Okay. Good for you. Yeah.
If I were like to seriously sit down and go through a list, it might get bumped out. But for now, fuck it. Jurassic Park is hard, and
Right. Gotcha.
Suspiria, the 1977 version. I'm kidding. This book came out.
I was going to say thanks for pointing out that the original, but this is a rock hard. Yes. I love everything about this movie. Everything, the story, the mood, the atmosphere, everything that it's known for. Dario Argento's best work, in my opinion, and a classic all the way. A must-have.
Yeah, no, I agree. And shit, You want to know why? Just watch the 2018 version of Suspiria, and then go, like if you haven't seen the 77 version, then go watch Suspiria, which I keep planning on doing. Dino, did we talk to your uncle about the original? I think we did. I think we did.
Yeah.
I keep I want to do a back to back. I
Right.
expected some sort of version, like some sort of, the thing about Suspiria is the great cinematography, the color, the score.
Oh yeah.
And that all of that that's listed isn't really noteworthy in the 2018 version.
No, not at all. Not at all. Yeah, the reimagining did not do it for me, but I got some shit for that. I didn't care for the new Suspiria, but I love the original so much that maybe that had some kind of effect on me. Can I say? It happens, guys. You can love something. Again, I'm not putting down that they did try to reimagine the story.
Yeah, no, they went a different direction.
Yeah, that's all. But I could also say that even though and there's some remakes that I could say, hey, I like the remake too. But when it comes to Suspiria, it's such a gem that even the reimagining, just everything was throwing me off. You know what I mean? And I just couldn't get into it. So it's just as simple as that. I'm not saying it's a bad movie or not.
Wait, how have we not talked about it on Show Business? Because you've seen the 2018 version. I don't remember us talking about it with you.
Probably had other stuff come up.
Yeah, other stories.
Yeah.
Other elements taking over the show.
Right.
Yeah, so we both agree. Suspiria, yes. Firm yes.
Oh, yeah. Firm and straight.
The Terminator.
Oh, jeez. Again, more sci-fi than horror, but that's a definite
Well,
yes,
you know what?
but...
The original Terminator is a bit more of a fucking stalk and kill.
Yeah. Well, is Reservoir Dogs on here? It's not a horror.
Not in horror.
Well, right.
Oh wait, no, Reservoir Dogs was listed. Yes, because I passed it looking for.
Okay. No, Terminator definitely. I mean, it's a must-have. It's a classic. It's one of those movies that 20 years from now I'll still love it. Another 20, if I'm still alive, I'll still love it. I mean, great film, must-have.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's a stalk and kill.
John Steele, Hitch, then the image of a cock.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. That was a good one. Okay.
Terminator is horror for me. Terminator is a stalker anyway. Yes, 1001 obviously. Yeah, Terminator. It's got to be. It's.
Oh.
I mean, even if you want to switch genres, I mean, like I'll go to bat for it as horror elements, and if he didn't have a gun, if he had a machete, it's not unlike any Halloween, Friday the 13th.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
There's more to it. He's just chasing after one person, and the Terminator has a way more purpose than Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees. Insert horror slasher here. Yeah. It's an absolute yes. It's easy, easy squeezy lemon peasy.
Yep.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original.
Yeah, 100% yes. It's just a classic. It's again, not too many films like it. I mean, it's something that was made in an era, and it captures that era and the time it was made, and
really gritty.
Yeah, real gritty and just horrific. I mean, it's just great. I love it. So that's a big yes.
Yeah, I agree. I just want to point out that Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream were all in this fucking book, but not Friday the 13th. Oh, also Solo's in here somehow. Fucking Paranormal Activity.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, book.
Yep.
But yes, it's a pretty easy yes. Terminator is what I call my cock, and I always tell the girlfriend I'll be back after destroying her fox.
Her fox.
Looks like a little fox. I know it's a pussy.
Right.
So next, people were asking about this about an hour and a half ago, but The Thing. The Thing, and it's...
I would put both the things on my list.
You know what? I have to double check now. Now, like,
It's
I'm
probably the...
it's got to be the 82 version.
Yeah. But I will go ahead and say, I mean, of course, yeah, I think there's no doubt about it that 100% 82.
Yeah, 82, and it splits a page with Poltergeist, for fuck's sake.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Another winner.
Rip that Poltergeist out of there, but
Meh.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love The Thing? I mean, maybe there's somebody out there, I don't know. But again,
yeah, the fucking visual effects that movie's fucking awesome. Yeah.
oh,
I tell you what,
visual,
though,
yeah, go ahead.
doing the director game, John Carpenter, what are you putting number one? You can only take one Carpenter movie. Which one are you taking? Wow, that rough, huh?
Well, I mean,
must going on a deserted island. You can only have this one.
Well, I may be, you may disagree, but I guess if I'm pushed against the wall here, I'm going to go with Halloween.
Yeah.
As much as I love The Thing,
it's not an easy decision.
It's not an
decision. Why is my tongue not working? But The Thing.
Novocaine.
Yeah. Escape from New York, Sasha. Trini says PCS life.
Not Escape from New York ain't horror though. I mean, it's.
Well, no, forgetting the genres.
Oh, okay.
You can only take one Carpenter movie.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do another one and pick another genre next time.
Yeah, when we're done, I'll go through like what their subgenres are, and we'll figure out what the next one is. Okay. But yeah, The Thing is a yes from both of us, I think, right?
Yep.
Pretty easy yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even the original, I said.
I haven't seen.
I would put that as my must. So both of the things would be on my list. So there you go.
Oh, James says The Fog is great too, but would you put The Fog in like a must? Like you can only take one Carpenter movie, The Fog. I don't know.
I like the movie. I enjoyed it.
I don't know if it's in my top 3 for Carpenter.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, you know what? I like They Live quite a bit.
Oh, They Live is a yeah.
What is that? I don't know what. I can't see.
They Live is like a third. I put that in number 3. That's the third spot for me, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just for the fight scene, but go ahead.
The Unknown, which by the page number, I'm assuming it's pretty fucking old. All right, pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the date.
I'm getting to it.
I have not seen The Unknown, no matter what the date is. So this one...
1927.
Brian, They Live is meh?
Oh, Brian.
Come on, Brian. But hey, to each our own. I respect it. But what was it? 1989, you said?
27.
Oh, 27.
You're only off by my grandma's age, but
I don't know what I was. I heard something, but.
Oh yeah, so neither of us have seen that. The Vampire, spelled with a Y. Another old school fucker.
Right.
Another one. I know there's a Criterion edition of it, and 1932.
It's another. Yeah, it's a great classic. Yeah. I'm going to say I'd put that on my list. That'll squeak by.
I see what looks like death here with a fucking sickle. That's nuts.
Oh yeah, man.
The picture alone has got me.
Oh yeah.
Pretty drawn in.
I'd say another one that's one you should see if you're looking for one of the silents. But yeah, it's No, it's on my list. It's a great film.
The Vanishing.
You know what? That's one I know the movie, but I have not seen it. So one I can't really say if I put it on my list or not. So
I gotta find it.
The Fight Club of the '80s. What? What is?
What's the Fight Club of the '80s?
Brian killing me over here. What the? Oh, territory.
So The Vanishing is French and Dutch, which means it's from the Netherlands.
The Netherlands. I see.
I have not seen it.
Nope.
Here appears to be an image from it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the movie, but I definitely have not seen it. So.
Mm-hmm. 2 stamps of approval from Kubrick Clever and Daniel Hammond. Vanishing is good. They basically said it in stereo too.
Yeah, they both said it is good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not
sure. Must.
Yeah, are
must
they must have on your list? But anyways.
Videodrome. It is on the list.
Well, it's not a must for me. That's for sure.
Good
flick. I mean, but not a must.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, Cronenberg, I would put The Fly above it.
Yeah.
And then I'd have, you know what? There was no Scanners. Huh. I put Scanners above Videodrome.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Vly. Oh wait, what did you say for Videodrome? Did you say yes? No?
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't think
it's not a must.
I don't think it's a must for me.
No.
Yeah. Vly? VLY?
I have not seen it. I actually have not heard it unless it's I mean, what country? What?
482.
Vly. Is it the French version of The Fly? I mean, I don't know.
Fly. I'm working.
I'm trying to think of what that could possibly be. Vly.
Oh, no, it's not Vly. It's VIY. V. Which is Russian.
Why? Huh.
Which Luke did cover. I remember watching the review for it. Yeah.
Huh.
I got nothing. Not Vly. My apologies, Wolfkratz. It's VIY. Again, Razor Wire Reviews. He's over 200 movies deep into this, and he has covered this. I remember watching it thinking, what the fuck is this?
Wow. Okay. What year is it?
67.
Okay.
A colorful, entertaining, and genuinely frightening film of demons and witchcraft that boasts some remarkable special effects work by Russia's master of cinematic fantasy.
Well,
I remember.
You got that.
I remember seeing images, thinking that's pretty neat looking.
Huh.
I got some house vibes from it. Which house? The Japanese house is not on here either. I mean, again, Solo's on here, but the Japanese house is not. Intriguing.
It's somebody picking movies, and they're going to overlook things. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I think our 1001 movies book would totally be different than everybody else's.
Right. You're right.
Yeah.
Mine would be.
Yeah.
People are like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is this shit, man? What the hell?
Yeah. Why is Clue in this list?
Because it's the best movie ever.
Fucking A, man. Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
This one squeaks by. Yeah, this is a must for me. Did you see this movie?
No.
Oh, you gotta. Hey. Well, I'm not going to give nothing away if you haven't
seen it.
She's
dead. That's what happens.
No,
That's whatever happened to
her. Her sister tormenting her the way she does. The rat. I'll just say the rat. Yes, great movie. Bette Davis later on still brings on a great performance. Oh my God, good movie. Must.
Felix brought up another one, Creature from the Black Lagoon. We're almost done. We're almost done, and then we'll talk about what the fuck, what happened to these movies.
Felix.
CP watch. Yeah. I'm getting a lot of CP watch it. Must see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So is it a must, Dino?
Oh yeah.
1,000.
Oh yeah. Must.
Okay. The original Wicker Man.
Oh, one, without a doubt.
Really?
This movie is classic. Christopher Lee.
Mm-hmm.
The vibe of this film. Again, I talk about eras and capturing that, like a certain mood of an era, and this does it perfectly. But the story is just so classic. Do not think of Nicolas Cage in this remake of The Wicker Man. Go see the original, however you can. I would put this up there in my top 10 of all time. It's that good. The mood is great. Anyways, go ahead. Yeah. Must.
I'm a little fuzzy on this. It's been a while since I've watched the original. It doesn't resonate with me. Again, perhaps because the Nicolas Cage version is such a fucking train fart.
Show.
Yeah, I mean, this is. I like to preach that a remake shouldn't ruin anything about your views of the original movie, but for some reason the remake is staining my yearning, my want to go back and watch the original. Yeah, so
Sexy Monkey, there's only one Wicker Man. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm not as from what I remember, it was good. It's been 15 years since I've seen it.
Yeah.
But I'll say a soft yes.
Okay.
And here you go, Dino, Wolfman.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
no Howling, but the Wolfman.
Well, I can see it. I mean, the Wolfman.
So Wolfman, Dracula, and Frankenstein were all in here, but not Creature of the Black Lagoon.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't answer.
And no Mummy too.
No
Good
Mummy.
call, Wolf.
Yeah, no Mummy. And they all deserve a place on the must list. And yes, Wolfman definitely. I mean, love everything about the movie. Not much to say. And you haven't seen it. I know that, CP. So.
Right. I will.
You will get to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit more. Like I said, I put it above Dracula.
Okay.
Definitely.
A semi-chub yes from CP. Yeah. Yeah. A slightly fluffed yes. No Black Christmas. All right. We have one more, and then we can talk about where the fuck were these movies. Young Frankenstein. Because when I think horror, straight horror, I think Young Frankenstein.
Well, if it's there, and you're asking me, does this go on my must list?
Oh, must, absolutely.
Then it's
horror though.
Yeah, horror comedy. I mean, it's all about Frankenstein's monster. So you gotta.
Frau Blucher.
Yeah, Frau Blucher. Yes. Hey, Gene Wilder. The guy's a god. I love everything that he's in. Mm-hmm. That added to Mel Brooks. I love it. I mean, yeah, it's on my must list. I know, not a cinematic masterpiece, but to me, it is. So there you go.
Yeah. As far as comedy is concerned, it's
this
pretty...
way.
No, this way.
This way.
Yeah, like I don't know if this is a slight on Sixth Sense, but
Sure.
For what I was saying about you can't name things from Sixth Sense, I can totally name a ton of shit from Young Frankenstein.
My big knockers you have. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
For comedy, it's an absolute hard throbbing fucking Empire State Building sized hard cock. Yes.
Right. Agreed.
Horror. Yeah.
I know.
You almost kind of have to daisy chain it to Frankenstein. Like if it's like I said, if it's an alien from another world being introduced to film, and you only have 1,001 movies to show them, you have to you can't just show them young Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's not really a true horror. You have to get what they're referencing and
definitely
parodying.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's
all the roots.
but yeah, it's a firm yes.
Mm-hmm.
Firm.
Very much so.
All right, so that does it for the horror portion of 1001 movies you must see before you die. Anything? So somebody said
Black
Trick
Christmas.
or Treat,
Oh,
Daniel.
okay.
Yeah. Black Christmas was kind of an interesting omission.
Right.
I would say Black Christmas probably should be in the list.
Yeah. That's real pretty high up for me. So yeah, that would be a must. Trick or Treat. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Again, we're limited. There's 250. Just think 250 horror movies.
James says The Witch. I don't know if this book was made before or after. It's pretty close. I don't know. It might have been under the buzzer there. By that logic, Hereditary should be on this list. I'm trying to think of like modern horror that maybe.
Not sure if I'd put The Witch on my must list.
Yeah.
I've seen it, and,
no, I agree.
and now that I've seen it, I'm over it. But yeah. The Innocents is a great film, says Brian. Yes.
But Pet Sematary should have been there. I've never seen Innocents.
Well, I wouldn't put it must, but definitely a great film.
Yeah.
Pet Sematary.
That's an interesting one.
Is that a must?
Yeah, that's an interest. Like,
I'd have to think hard about that.
Yeah. Yep. I'm trying to think of like modern horror because they put Paranormal Activity in the fucking list for fuck's sake. There's not much in the 21st century on this list as far as horror is concerned. Paranormal Activity was like the only thing from the 2000s.
Yeah. Yeah. What a sore choice, right?
Yeah. Again, going back to the Japanese films, Battle Royale.
Oh.
I don't know if that would be considered. What are you owing about?
Let the Right One In. How can they omit that if it's that's technically you can say Rosemary's Baby, and then my second favorite film of all time is Let the Right One In.
I would say Martyrs, a French horror from 2009.
Okay.
Hannibal was not on the list, Brooke. CP, still need to watch Possession whenever you can find it. Yeah, my uncle doesn't have it, John, so I'm trying to. I think a Blu-ray was like $26 or some shit. I haven't forgot, John. It's just I'm not dumping. I'm not dumping blind buy money into it.
Right.
But yeah, what was the last thing I said? Martyrs. Something I only watched for the first time last year for who would like that, but
thanks, Sexy Monkey.
It's pretty. That's Sasha.
Oh, Sasha. Thank you, Sasha.
Antichrist, Lars von Trier. That's pretty fun.
Did Nicholas Saw?
I listen. If you can take Paranormal Activity out and put Saw in, I'll do it.
Okay.
I think Saw says more to.
Yeah.
I mean, it
the horror genre, I guess.
It bloated the subgenre, yeah.
But I mean, so that's a film that you could watch over and over. I mean, you like it that much. It's on your must list.
It's high. It's high. It's higher than fucking Paranormal Activity. That's easy for me to say that.
Okay.
Raw, Damien. Yeah, Raw is really good.
I've heard
one of my favorites from the year it came out.
Oh. Them, says Kubrick Lover. He's going way back, 50s sci-fi.
That might be the original. No, there's two movies. Them isn't that the what The Strangers is the remake of?
Oh, okay. Am I
Or they fucking.
am I thinking of something different, or are you thinking of the?
No, there could be two films with that title.
Okay.
Uh,
Coppola's Dracula.
Coppola's Dracula.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Was hearing things. Rear Window. Um,
Again,
in this
not
horror
horror,
list.
but yeah.
It might. Yeah, it might. Just because it wasn't on the horror list doesn't mean it probably wasn't.
Yeah, I think we got to do another one with a different genre, definitely.
The Shining was on the list. Yes. So Brian is referring to the one that they remade from The
Okay.
Strangers is a remake of them.
Okay, okay. Gotcha. Which I
Yeah.
have not seen, so
Yeah.
goes to show you how old school I am. I'm thinking of the giant spiders in, in the 1950s.
Daniel Hammond says the Misery should have been on the list.
Nah. Sorry.
Yeah.
28 days later. Ah,
mm,
great, but must have? Maybe not.
David Sterling's Witchcraft 16 is a fucking masterpiece, dude. Maybe it's not a horror. Maybe. Yeah. So the subgenres that they have here are action, which there's not much. Adventure, even less.
Really?
Animation, even less.
Huh.
Avant-garde is another subgenre.
Hmm.
Comedy is fucking long. We're gonna have to.
Oh.
We might have to cut comedy up into 2 fucking episodes because
Wow. Okay.
it's like a full page in here.
Plenty of
Crime.
crime. Okay. What's Rocky classified as? I would think action, right?
I need better glasses. Is what Rocky is action, yes.
Okay. Okay.
And spoiler, I just saw it in the list.
Has to be. I mean, that's a given. I'd say.
Docudrama, documentary, drama, that could be the biggest.
Oh, really? Okay.
That is holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's 3 full pages.
Wow.
Drama,
Well, fuck. We got a series here, man.
experimental,
Huh.
family. Family is tiny shit.
Family. Nobody. We don't want movies to take with us for our family.
Fantasy,
Okay.
musical. I'm gonna say no to 90% of those. Mystery,
Musical.
noir.
Oh, noir. Oh, a favorite category of mine.
Fucking romance.
Mm.
Sci-fi. Oh, thriller.
Michael Jackson.
That's bullshit. I see Alien and Aliens there. Come on.
In Thriller.
Yeah.
What the fudge?
Ooh, war.
Mm.
Hmm.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Jace, here you go. Western. Westerns is the last one.
Felix says Cabin in the Woods. Ah.
A couple being attacked in the house. Yeah, that's the movie that they remade as The Strangers.
Well, Sasha
Last
says
House.
Rocky drama. Oh God.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
It's probably in both. Last House on the Left is not. It was not listed. At least as far as horror is concerned. Apocalypse Now was not.
Well, Apocalypse Now is war. I mean,
Yeah.
wouldn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, and I just read that title, so
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, Apocalypse Now spoiler is on the war list.
Good.
Jace Western, there's not much. It starts here and that's it. There's
Wow.
more horror than Western.
Holy shit.
I
That's
think
a small list. Yeah.
so. Jace, I think you need to rewrite this book for Westerns, and then I'll get on the horror list because I spit on your grave.
Oh God.
Although it says just about as much as Salo does.
Yeah, yeah.
Guys, is there a genre you want to see us cover next time? Dino, was there a genre that jumped out to you?
I'm good. A comedy? I mean,
Yeah, I don't think that was that Anvil, the story of Anvil's in here. Jesus.
the story of Anvil. What the hell?
That's a
John Steele says porno.
Oh no, that's a different book. That's 1001 pornos you must see before
Felix
you.
says triple X2. Look at their minds go.
At least 31 didn't make the list. Now I gotta prove it. Oh, because you put dick in there. 1001 movies that suck completely suck dick. Porn parodies. They're useless on westerns. Jason and I should work on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good for anything, but I would say comedies definitely. That would be a fun one.
Comedy, we're gonna have to start a little bit earlier, Dino, because it's maybe twice as long as the horror.
Okay. No, yeah, we can do it a little earlier. I've watched plenty of comedy, so.
And
yeah.
And it's my it's my
forte.
Expertise.
There you go.
You're in the hands of a professional.
There you go.
Animation is small. Yeah, we'll have to get together and
okay, we'll discuss it.
Get a little more structure to it. But
yeah.
Thank you everybody for being so fucking lively and active in the chat. That was
heck yeah, man. You guys are awesome.
In the end, we were just reading off fucking titles and BSing, but it moved relatively quickly. I can't believe we were doing this for over 2 hours.
Yeah. No.
But Home Alone. Yeah, good. That should be horror by that logic.
Home Alone.
So yeah, it went by quick. Hopefully you guys
enjoyed it.
Enjoyed us just running through titles and saying yes or no. Dino.
Don't sell yourself short there, CP.
Well, what happened? What I say?
Oh, just talking about titles. We had a lot to say, man.
Dude, I can't believe how much time passed. I was.
Yeah. Hey, we talked a lot of good movies, so that was this was hella fun. So yeah. There you go. Yeah, and thanks everybody in the chat and everybody.
Chase says, up. "I'll join the Western time." Yeah, it'll be relatively quick. It's wow. There's 10 movies, Chase.
Yeah. 10 movies.
Chase, I don't know if you have Skype, but you're gonna have to download it before then. But obviously you're the professional in that.
Really? Okay.
In that regard, well, Jace is big time into westerns, and he's trying to get. When Emily had Intrigue, he gave us a list of about 50 movies.
Really? Okay.
And we've watched one. So yeah, Jace is the guy to lean on. Thanks everybody in the chat. Dino, you have any last words?
No. Thanks everybody.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Okay.